offended. I think it's like. Offended. I think it's like. Offended. I think it's like.
People deluded, I'm back again.
Come on, Ian. Come on. Like the man said himself, people deluded, I'm back again. First things first, I apologize for being a few moments late. It took a bit of time to get the graphics done. I just come off a live stream with you lot. Appreciative to you lot who was at my first stream of the day. Please make sure you're commenting, you're subscribing, you're smashing the like button, you're following on Twitch gang, one love. Obviously, after this, we're watching Brighton, Manchester United, people. So yeah, it's a decent day of football. Where Arsenal are concerned, obviously disappointing on Friday. Hopefully Spurs can lose and cheer me up a bit. You know, hopefully Brighton and Newcastle can do their jobs. Actually, I can just see, where's the scoreboard? Oh, we're a few moments before kickoff, people. I can see the scoreboard. Oh, that was smart, weren't it? Making the background white. In fact, let's actually, let's change this the scoreboard thing quickly. Where did I pull it off, for fuck's sake? Oh, where do we put it? Here it is. Let's change Spurs from white just because it looks it's a bit difficult to see the score sign, isn't it? So I'm sure Spurs could get away. You could get away with for Spurs. That look like a navy. No, you can't. In fact, yeah, we're gonna have to play around with it because now we're gonna have to probably now you can't really see the Spurs logo. So let's add a stroke on that. Outside again, pause again. Photoshop settings. Let's make that white actually. Why is it not changing? All right, we're gonna have to leave it. I don't know why it's not changing. But yeah, man. In relation to Spurs against Newcastle against Spurs, you know, Spurs are, you know, still in the mix to get top four. Hopefully Newcastle can dent that. Newcastle are also in that as well. And Man United are indirectly probably watching this game. They've got a semi-final to think about. But where you look at the Premier League table, for as poor as Spurs have been, for as great as Newcastle have been this season, and just in general, there isn't too much separating the third and fourth place, essentially. You know, Man United will have a game in hand regardless of what happens here. Spurs would have played two more than them, for example, by the next time they kick off. Spurs are fifth with 53 points. Aston Villa done them a favour, dropping points in their last game, if I can remember correctly. Now, I'm lying. Villa didn't play yesterday. Villa are sixth on 51 points. Liverpool have 50 points and sits seventh. Spurs are fifth on 53. Newcastle have a game in hand, which is today, I believe. No, it can't be today. They have 56 points. Man United have 59. So the race for top four is still there. Spurs got zero creative midfielders. I can't lie. Spurs is a horrible team to watch. I'm saying that as an Arsenal fan, shamelessly, but just in terms of for the neutrals, not that they need to care. It's quite boring, and you know they've been playing. They've obviously dropped off a few levels, but they've been playing this way for time, and it ain't been sustainable. The problem is when you've had Conte and you're winning the games, nobody cares. It's only when Spurs hit a blip now there's issues. Big up Clement. Let's get 100 likes on the content today, and like the man posted, Brighton versus United FA Cup semi-final live stream incoming. Come on. So yeah, kickoff is a minute away actually as well. With kickoff shortly, I'm still here. Why is it not showing on what's going on? What channel is this on? Okay, Sky Sports Premier League. Let's put that over there. Let's sit back down and let's prepare. It looks like Sarr will be playing in the back three as well, so I'm sure he's trained well and done well. Rah, Joe Willock got cameras. Guys are acting brand new now that they could be in the Champions League. Wow. Back again with a brand new rap. Big up DG Bless Sunday. Right back at you, my guy, and appreciate the Twitch ones tuned in. Hopefully it's a good game of football for the neutrals or Newcastle. Let's see, man. Hopefully it's Super Sunday. And obviously, big up Wrongins. Shout out heavy hitters as well. Because I'm doing a live stream with you lot, can't play in a must-win game for my Sunday league team. And it's actually round the corner. Spurs will kick off, man. Again, when you think of St. James's Park, you think of a difficult atmosphere, a noisy atmosphere. Hopefully it lives up to that today. Spurs will kick off. Come on, Newcastle. I actually think Spurs will win 2-1, a slimy result. But with my heart, for 90 minutes, I hope Newcastle and Joe Willock can do the thing and win 3-1. Skip gets us on the proceedings, people. Once again, it's Newcastle United against Tottenham Hotspur. Hopefully it's a good game of football with an early goal. Spurs are in possession here. Eric Dyer's gone all the way home to his goalie, Hugo Lloris, who's typically got a mistake in him. Hopefully something can happen. Keep your thoughts, opinions, and views coming. Hugo Lloris's goal kick has somehow found its way to Son. Son can't get it under control. I wonder whose throwing is that. Is that a Newcastle throw or a Spurs one? I'm a bit unwary. It's a Spurs one. It's taken quickly. Oliver Skip evades Guimaraes. Evades Joe Willock as well. Newcastle have finally got a possession. How would you rate Isaac's season so far? As you know, I'd probably give him a 7 now, you know. He started off slow. He's been injured, but he's been fairly decent, if I'm honest. 6 or 7. Finally looking like the FM Wonder kid he's supposed to be. It's a bit of a playground-esque start to the game, people. It started end to end. The quality is not really there, but Newcastle are down this left-hand side. Come on, Joe Linton. Bang it! Bang it! Oi, 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 oi! Tap that in! Yes! Murphy! Oi, oi, oi! Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, Newcastle. Come on, Geordies. Rise up the thing, Geordies. Murphy has put Newcastle a goal ahead. Let's go. Let's go. St. James's Park is a nasty ground to go to. And spare a thought for the manager for Spurs. This is why I am jealous of managers, because I'd love to be in that position, but I'm not, because you focus on something all week. You play, you know, you have your pre-game talks. And a minute, 90 seconds into the game, it's flipped on its head. Credit to Joe Linton. He's made that happen. Who's giving the ball away? I believe Sarr didn't want it. He didn't want to battle fast enough. Guimaraes has dispatched it to the left-hand side. He's found his fellow Brazilian, Joe Linton, who's cut inside. He cut inside. Iron Robin, that's really, you know. And he's finally got the shot away. If I'm harsh, I think there's multiple sources to blame. Spurs are disjointed. Sarr could have done better. You can see what Joe Linton was trying to do there. Not a single Spurs player got tight enough, and it's sheer tenacity from him. Spurs are at 6s and 7s. Hugo Lloris, you know, a World Cup winning goalkeeper and someone as good as him historically in the Prem, really should be doing better. But Hugo Lloris has been dropping them clangers for a while now. He's always had that in his game, and it's always happened quite frequently. Newcastle have drawn first blood. Hopefully that's a gift and not a curse. How quick was that? Not as quick as the goal Arsenal conceded against Bournemouth or Southampton. But I wanted an early goal, and we've got that. And Oliver Skip is trying to get Spurs going forward. I mean, I don't envy you lot. Bruno Guimaraes deals with it. That you're told never to play the ball across your goal line, and he's played it across his area. I think he thinks Trippier was in a position he's not. Boy, Spurs are going to have to settle, as of Newcastle as well, really. They've got the goal. They know Spurs are going to have to come at them. And this is a 6-pointer, essentially. A draw is probably the best result if you're a Man United fan, but this is a 6-pointer. Newcastle go up to 3rd if it stays like this on 59 points. Play the game extra ahead of United, but they're level on points. Goal difference of +25 for Newcastle and +9 for Manchester United. Spurs remain 5th. Mr. Go in real time. Spurs are done out here. Blinking, you miss it. To be fair with you, there's probably a couple of Newcastle fans and Spurs fans who probably just sitting in their seats, just finished getting their coffee. So it's looking mad. Hopefully there's more goals in this game, people. Isaac. Murphy, the goal scorer. Isaac, well, you should have taken a tumble there. Newcastle could have been in here. It's a corner. And as you can see with Isaac gassing up the fans early, let's go. Arsenal, I hope we're watching, because this is going to be a nasty ground to come to and try to play football. At this point in the season as well. Isaac, inspired by Joe Linton, twisting and turning, bobbing and weaving, wins a corner. It's still 1-0 though, and there's a lot of football to be played. Hopefully, Newcastle can get a second. Come on, Trippier, deliver a nice one into the box. It is. He gets his head to it. Camera's tricking me. It's going out wide. Bruno Guimaraes. Pull it back in the mixer, lad. Pull it back in the mixer. Pull it back in, Guimaraes. Tries to deliver. It's a meaty cross in truth. Spurs don't really clear their lines. Murphy tries to put it back, but it's a poor attempt with him. Botman wins the header, but it's fallen to a blue shirt of Tottenham Hotspur. Sarr's giving it away. Spurs early doors can't keep possession. Same old, same old. And here comes the Newcastle attacking wave again. I mean, it's two contrasting clubs, isn't it? Beyond everything. Newcastle, everyone's singing from the same hymn sheet. Everyone's galvanized. Everyone's loving what they're doing. Spurs, complete opposite. Newcastle almost in here again. But Spurs have cleared their line. Dan Burn, basically playing right wing at this moment. Finally goes back to left back after winning the ball back. That's poor from Trippier. He's kept the ball. Credit to him, really. But yeah, Newcastle have drawn first blood, folks. Newcastle have drawn. Oh, they've drawn two. Oi! Blink, can you miss it? Joe Linton. Someone called the cops. It's a robbery. Crazy scenes. 0-0, boys. Let's go. Billy. The Spurs pack in the air. The chickens are being fried. It's mad. Unlucky Spurs, man. You go again next season, blood. You're not part of this thing, boy. Spurs crumbling. Cake and custard settings. Cake and custard. It is Newcastle 2. Spurs 0. 0-0, boys. We need more. We need more. We need more. We need more. Let's be honest. Spurs have the capacity to score goals, so Newcastle can't let up. Let's go. Let's go. And there's no way they could be looking at offside. I think that's Botman. Take a bow. That is a pass. And a lovely composure by Joe Linton. He was in, sorry, not Botman, Sarr. It's a lovely diag. Romero in no man's land. Joe Linton, lovely run, goes round the keeper, slots in, falls to the ground after scoring. Crazy. Lovely touch from him. What a new lease of life he's had under Eddie Howe. And it just sums up Spurs. Disjointed, 6s and 7s defensively. Joe Linton's shot was parried by Hugo Lloris for the first goal to be put in by Josh Murphy. He has now got his goal. Boy. DG, do you think teams like Spurs are falling behind because they don't move on players that are just stuck in their way? Not adapting. You know, Spurs suffered the fact of, you know, every time they've got a couple of players, they've never kicked on. And if you don't kick on, you stagnate. I'm not being funny, but you're rocking up here with Oliver skipping that must-win games. It's a joke thing. The one thing I'll give Spurs is they have the capacity to score goals if Newcastle let up. Mazza, keep your opinions, talking points, etc. Come and smash the like button. Spurs are dead food. How they came to be a top 6 side, I don't know. Because Arsenal's rivals and the media gassed it. I'm telling people this was coming with Spurs. Joe Willock got the cane rolls out. Joe Willock, you know you need to score in it. If you change your hair, you have to do a madness. Levy and Elick only care about the postcode. They only care about the P's. But then again, I can't say Spurs haven't spent money. Just haven't done things correctly. Pedro Porro's giving it away. Spurs are being hit by a Newcastle onslaught here. It's the game's being played in Spurs' half. Former Spurs lad Trippier. Don't know what he saw there. Can't have been a teammate. And he's giving it back to Spurs. Skip. Kane. Son, the only option further forward. I feel sorry for Spurs as attackers. You lot are not going to see much joy. Spurs need, a bit like half the top 6 teams, they need some midfielders. They need some more dynamic players. They need some creative players. It's just random pieces to the puzzle. So, Højbjerg, to be honest, you got Skip and Højbjerg. Like, they're not going to offer you too much on the ball. In terms of, you know, there's also been a quick goal in another Premier League game. Mikel Antonio has scored for West Ham. It's 1-0 West Ham. Oh! Oh my days, Joel Murphy! Hey, Spurs are getting cooked. Spurs are getting cooked. Nah, that is what you call disrespectful. Man just lenged it from 25, 30 yards for no reason. Murphy, I'm sorry for ever thinking you were meaty, you know. Wow. What a finish. We've seen 3 goals in 8 minutes. Murphy's on a hat-trick. Mazzolini, Houdini. This is the Italian job being done on the Italian gaffer. Perisic, I don't know why he signed for them. He should have stayed in Serie A, lad. Mad tig. I don't know. That's called a hospital pass. I don't know what Dyer was doing. He's killed Son there. Josh Murphy just laid it, bought a yard of space and just said, fuck it. I'm lenging it. Gerrard in spot. Aye. Hugo Lloris didn't even bother dive. Aye. 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 Hey. Potential Newcastle goal of the season contender. Spurs are getting cooked. Spurs are getting cooked. We want 4. And Newcastle are not letting up. And Newcastle, allow us. When Arsenal come here, allow us. Please don't do this. Newcastle, we want 5. Best bit of defending of the game so far. The linesman's put the offside flag up and he's cost another Newcastle attack. What? Just started watching and it's 3-0 already. But some fans probably just got into the ground. Ryan Mason, no one's listening. A man asks, why are you watching Spurs? Really, Lee? Especially when they're losing 3-0, right? Why wouldn't you watch it? Why are you watching me watch Spurs? I didn't know as an Arsenal fan. I know we're tribal, but I didn't know as an Arsenal fan. I simply can't enjoy definitely this circus that Spurs are doing, but I can't enjoy a neutral game of football. As much as I love Arsenal, I love football more, and I'll always watch any game. Don't like it? Keep it moving, man, with the greatest of respect. Please, man. There's no such thing as a stupid question. That's very close to one, though. Especially when they're like this. Come on, Popey. He even looked shocked himself. Oh, we want 7, man. Kane's got to keep it moving. We want 10. They were laughing at Arsenal, but they ain't checked for themselves. Bro, as I said, United fans, Liverpool fans, Chelsea fans, City fans, they can run bants at my club and we can run bants at them because these lot have done things in the game. Football, if Premier League stopped, discontinued tomorrow, these teams have given something. The hell was Spurs done? Ooh, I can't lie. Saar with a hospital pass. Hugo Lloris gets him out of there. That was crazy. Absolutely crazy. No, we're ish with a loser fan base, but look at the new stadium. Hey, Riley, you're my guy, but it's peak. How can you not enjoy Spurs' pain as a Gooner? They might hold 9. Spurs fans with all their Arsenal. Bro, listen, Spurs can't talk about crumbling. In fact, they can. They're the specialists of it. So if they've said Arsenal have bottled or crumbled, it's like a doctor telling you about health problems, isn't it? They're specialists. Come on, cook them, man. Cook them, man. Kamara switches play. Murphy, I want a hat trick from you, you know. I want a hat trick. Don't leave the ground without a hat trick. Trippier. Is that you ain't had a shot on that yet, man? 3 goals, you ain't done nothing. Kamara's, all right, come on. Lucky, boys. Unlucky. Keep going. Keep it going. Come on, Newcastle. Joe Willock, I need to see something. You got Kane Rose. I need to see a goal. Hey, Len Dagger, I need it. And my brethren's actually working today. He said, I'm going to get paid. I ain't watching the game. We knew what time it was. But nonetheless, phone calls need to be made. Yo, my brother.
What you saying, bro?
What you say? You working?
Yeah.
So you going to adjust the elephant in the room here?
What elephant in the room?
You ain't see the Spurs game?
Nah.
12 minutes in, you better 3 goals down. Murphy scoring for 25 yards.
3 goals down. I left that 2, bro. I can't lie.
You chat, see? So you were 3. Yeah, it's 3-0 now, boy. It's peak.
Why are you trying to do back 4, man? It's over, bro.
It's over. Oliver skips your most attacking players. Over. Oh, Kane could be in here. Oh, Kane's missed. Oh, it's peak.
Game's done, man. Season's over. Top 4 done. I told you this yesterday. We're trying to play for top 6. Why are people trying to say that the thing is it's over?
It's not. Mathematically, it's not. You have to keep fighting until it's mathematically impossible.
Man, it's done. Your title race is done.
I didn't know Arsenal in the title race, but if I was you, I'd stop watching us, bro. You got that's rich, bro. That's rich people's problems, bro. You don't need to keep.
Juventus definitely later, innit? I'm not Italian league, man.
Where's it all?
Huh?
Huh?
Juventus got their points back.
Yeah, they did. But what's going on with forget Juventus, man? We live in England. What's going on with Spurs, cuz?
Mate, it's done. The deal's over. What are you talking about? Wait for next year. He's new manager and that. He's pulled out his director of football.
Nah, trust the process, man. There's something special happening in North London.
We have flats running our club.
You've got quality players. You've got Kane. You know he's captain for England at times. You've got a World Cup winning captain in goal in Hugo Lloris. You've got plenty of experience. You've got Kulusevski, your fan said is better than Saka. Romero is one of the best centre backs. You know there's something special. You got a new stadium. I think you should keep faith, man. Do you know what's the funniest thing, bro? Kane thinks he's Jesus, but he's doing the playmaker thing.
Kane?
Yeah, Kane has skipped doing that playmaker. This is me, D.
What is Saar doing at Højbjerg? Why have we got 3 twats? Why is there no attacking player?
You lot are playing bare.
If you're going to get player 3 in midfield, you need a cam.
You lot are doing the ringers thing, man. You're playing bare Sunday League dogs.
Cam or something. Put down Juma cam, like do something. Like,
has Kulusevski been confirmed?
What?
Like, is he there permanently?
No, of course not, man. How can that be confirmed?
It's peak for you. Like, you're not getting patterned by Murphy and that. It's crazy.
Hey, Murphy turned out a good player this season.
Yeah. I can't lie. Murphy, I have to issue him a mad apology. West Ham are winning 2-0 as well.
Question though, where is his twin?
It's twin shit then, isn't it? Like, twin's not 30.
Where is his twin? I swear he was twins.
Yeah, he is a twin. The Murphy, bro. I don't know where the twin is, but he must. He might as well just take. You know what? He might as well get his brother a job there, man. It looks like a couple man can get a role here at Newcastle.
Oh, man.
What's your final? Before I let you get out of here, Mike, what is your final score prediction?
5-0, 6.
All right, I'll call you at halftime, mate. Say that. Yeah. We want 7, blood. We want 7. We want 7. We want 7. We want 7. This is why even Arsenal, I say, don't be laughing at other people's stuff, apart from Spurs, because it can get long for everybody. It's very long for Spurs. Again, I feel the only person I feel sorry for is the manager, because what the hell do you say? How the hell do you change things? 8 minutes, 10 minutes in, 3 goals down. Mazza. Isaac in possession here. Isaac has found Trippier. Trippier, I need to see an assist. Ain't you in my FPL team? You need to do something. To be fair, 7-1 would be the best result because Kane helped my FPL team out. I know someone's got Hugo Lloris in goal in the FPL. It's peak. It's peak. Gotta love it, mate. Gotta love it. The Magpies have been shitting on the chickens, I guess. Come on, man. Let's come on. Trippier delivers the corner. Come on, someone get their head on that. Dan Burn, do a thing. Come on. Oh, rah. Longstaff trying to do movies. Dan Burn doing flicks. Hey, boy, Newcastle are sourcing. Son's trying to do the counter-attack. No, mate. You're not at White Hart Lane, mate. You're at St. James's Park. It's not going to work here. Nick Pope in possession. Harry Kane, you let down your country. So did Saka, but let's with that. Ollie Skip, is this you lot shooters? This is what your academy produces. No wonder you still run the Kane thing. Crazy. You play FPL, Deluded, got bored of it. I was getting bantered by my friends. I think I'm 18th in our private league. I'm on the Chelsea team. Like, next season, we go against Saar, Eric Dyer, Pedro Puro's gone home to Hugo Lloris. Spurs started playing now that they're 3 goals down. Puro, Skip. It's like they just can't handle the intensity Newcastle have. And I just think Spurs just lack quality. There's no real build-up plays, square pegs in round holes. This team is crying out for a manager with new ideas and just some fluidity. Tapping Toes was chatting the most crap in my Instagram as well. I'm going to get onto him. Where are you? Where's the clown face? These guys were sending me 1 million of them. So now I'm going to do 1 million of them. Now I'm going to do the most. Sorry, people. I have to dedicate some of my time to do this. Do you know how much clown faces he sent me when we drew against Southampton? You lot bite your hand off for a point now, aren't you? Conceding 3 and coming back and grabbing something ain't for everyone. Let's see this mentality monsters and all of that crap you lot talk about. 3-0 in under 15 minutes. I don't want to hear anyone talk from Spuds again. Your trophyless golden era is done. Spurs being Spurs. It's not a surprise, man. It's not a surprise. But this is lovely nonetheless. Kulisevsky, you said he's better than Saka. Shut up, man. Get out of here with this. Joe Willock, come on. You got Kane. Oi. You see the pass from Joe Willock? Isaac, I beg. I need Willock assist. Please. Yes! Sourcing. Joe Willock. I told you. You can't get your hair. You can't do your hair and not sauce. It's the Kane rolls. Isaac, let's go. Gas it. Next on me. Gas it. I'm a Newcastle fan for the rest of this game. Gas it, Newcastle. When we come there, allow us, please. Allow us. Top 4 be confirmed by then. Please allow us. Joe Willock with the outside the boot. Man, are getting sourced by Joe Willock and Murphy and that. Crazy, man. In the greatest of respects. Crazy. We want 7. Crazy. Man, then do the handshakes. Spurs pack. Bill it. Spurs fans stressed. I have to rate it though, man. You look. I don't know how much miles that is from wherever you lot are to come and get finessed. Crazy. Again, Spurs just open on the transitions. Peak. Don't know why Spurs try to involve themselves with big club business. As I said, Liverpool, Chelsea, City, United, they can run their bands at Arsenal and we can run ours at theirs. Spurs, you're not in the room. You've done no drillings. Who are you kidding? Come on. It's 4-0. It's peak. Joe Willock outside the boot. That's a man that we said at Arsenal's all getting no idea. Sourcing. The Magpies, Newcastle are going to hell. This is the Lord's day, and they're savaging you like this. Crazy. Oh, when the Spurs go marching in. Are you playing back? Well, they're playing a back 3/4. Still getting sourced. Come on, Newcastle. My guys, sing it. Don't even know what we're trying, but sing it. Come on. Let's go. Are you not entertained? I need a Discord. I'm acting with not having it. Say Mum's life. It's 5. Say Mum's life. Is that so? Yes. Let's go. Yes, man. Sourcing 7, please. I can't believe it. Spurs, you better off just leaving these players. These men have to find their own way back to London. If I was a Spurs fan, they need to find their own way back to London. This is peak. And Newcastle don't even rate you. They're doing the 0-0 thing, the huddles and that. Look, Spurs argue with each other. Højbjerg, you're shit, man. Shut up, man. You ain't done nothing. The only one I've seen trying the thing is Skip. I can't lie. If you're not only Skip, you're shit. Meaty. And sorry, people. I'm just sending, literally, as you see me looking down, I'm tapping Tobes like a million emotes. Because this guy, he's a solid guy. But how dare you involve yourself in Arsenal bands? I told you don't chat, my guy. You was chatting. Don't concern yourself with my team. You lot are shit. Oi, Eddie Howe, I love it. Man are doing rondos and sexy football today. Sexy football. Smash the like button, people. Smash the like button. If you want more goals, smash the like button. Twitch gang, one love for everyone watching the ads as well. This is sourcing. I thought this game was going to be boring as well. He's like doing this, man, don't even know. Like, Donnies don't even know what's going on. We want 6, man. And one thing I like about Newcastle, and this scares me as well, they're doing the right things as a football club. But isolated to today, relentless. At 1, let's get 2, 3, 4, 5. Boy, 22 minutes in. Hey, Spurs fans are busting out. Mate, if you're from London, it's peak. You might as well just make a day out, man. F this game off. Go get drunk. Cut back. Oh, swear down, they're making us up. Davison Sanchez coming on. He's going to get sourced. Kane's won a corner, though. Sourcing. Damn, man. Joe Willett, where'd you learn that? But then again, there's enough Brazilians in that team. Lily Whites. Beautiful stuff. They're getting drummed, mate. They're getting rushed. This reminds me of when the older kids in school used to fuck me up, like, and there was no heart around it. Just bang, 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 on the verge of tears. Bang, 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 sweep to the floor. Bang, see all the dust. I'm asking people to allow it. The galley out there still rubbing me out. Relentless. Oh, SARS coming off. Don't watch that, my brother. Don't watch that. That kit, them Spurs kits must still be clean, man. This must be the fastest 5-0 within 20 minutes. Can't lie, Arsenal might be up there as well. I hope it gets double digits, man. But they ain't getting slow cooked. They're getting slow cooked, fast cooked, jerked, white, fried, every sort of boiled, everything. Now, all Spurs can do is say, at least let's mash up the clean sheet. But again, man, I'm using Ollie Skip to try play make. This is crazy. I don't want to hear verbal from them again. Hey, this is peak. I'm chatting. To be fair, Spurs are trying to go forward, but I can't lie. Newcastle look dangerous anytime they get the ball. And here it is with Joe Linton again. Rip him. Pure don't want it. Rip him. He's rubbish, man. Rip him. Joe Willett, come on. Do your wavy thing again. Guimaraes, come on. I ain't seeing you too much. All the others are involved. Isaac, get your hat trick. Isaac, Murphy, man, them are on hat tricks. Who's going to be the first to get it? Trippier, you ain't got assist yet. Get involved. Pope, you might as well come up for a corner. This is great. Come on, man. Cook something. Trippier on this right-hand side. Gamara's. Oh, he tried probably to pick apart the most difficult part. Spurs on the counter. It's 3-2. To be fair, they could be in here. Son could be in here. Son could be in here. Oh, it's 3-6. Son trying to be a movie star. Tries to bring in Kane. Bottled it. Dan Burns, is unfortunately giving away a corner. Don't even remember this type of slap up ever. Spurs fans going to need some massive cope to handle this one. It's the latest one. Pardon me now. The Spurs pack ain't that good, man. It's meaty. We're used to this. It's meaty. It's embarrassing, though, from a neutral point of view. As much as we can be neutral, it's embarrassing for the fans that have made the journey. And it's got to be embarrassing for the players. It's finished. I don't even think Spurs fans or Spurs know what have hit them. But it's the latest of, you sign up for these results when you've been playing the way they have. Likewise, Newcastle sign up for this. It's a crazy contrast. Newcastle are singing from the same hymn sheet. The manager's doing his thing. The tactics are spot on. The complete opposite could be said for Spurs, not just in this game, but in general. They've taken a short corner. Kulusevski, look at me. I'm left-footed. Look at me. I can't lie. That was... he didn't score, though. Saka puts that in. Whoa, don't look to the sky, blood. You're an Arsenal fan taking pictures on Henry. You signed with the devil. Meaty. You lot thought you could check Conte and you was going to get better. Big up Conte. I know he's got a nice bit of a nice glass of red wine, just enjoying this. If it was all me. Spurs have had one shot, none on target, 2 touches in the up box and 46% of possession. Newcastle had 8 shots, 6 on target, and the other stats are gone. Cooking. The fans have to be reimbursed. Have to be reimbursed. Got to reimburse every fan. Everyone's got to donate their match wages to a charity in Tottenham or wherever. And you lot got to do some charity work in the community all week. But that's all. As a United fan, I'm not liking that first day's game between Spurs and United. Nah, man. Bro, United will cook them. I hope so anyways. I wish you both would lose, but you'll cook them. If you play like a team, you'll cook them. Trippier's forcing it too much. Put Murphy's floated it in. Come on, make a meal of that, man. We're not happy with 5. Corner kick. This is lovely. Boy, trip to Newcastle, I'm not looking to it. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Deserby's wavy. Eddie Howe's wavy. And as I said before, that's why Newcastle scare me, because Newcastle are doing the right things. Obviously, FFP harms them and they are spending money, but it's not like when City first got taken over, they were just spending mad money. They're doing the right things. They're coaching. They're doing things. Newcastle's a problem for everybody in the top 6. Now it is, and in years to come. Trippier with a corner. Come on, man. Come on. Don't get complacent. The job's not done. Trippier corner. Come on, you're better than that. That's me. He doesn't even beat the first Spurs lad. Højbjerg. I can't lie. This is lovely, man. Our Arsenal fan, I've been in these trenches, man. I'm relying on Højbjerg and Skip to cook. That might be the truth, man. I don't know about generational. Mbappe's generational. Pedri's generation. I don't quite think he's there, but he's wavy. He's come a long way from looking Bandulu in the Euros. Emerson Royal, Clear Poro. Plus, they got money. White Hart runs for sale. Kulusevski's got a yellow card. Hey, man, don't watch that, Kulusevski. If you haven't permanently signed for Spurs, we'll come back. If you go back to Juventus, we'll talk. Saka needs someone to hold his boots when he's deciding which boots to wear on a match day. Smash the like button, people. You don't smash the like button, we're not seeing more goals here. I do think Spurs are due one. Stellini is 007 getting commands from Antonio Conte, head of Destroy Spurs agency. Amen. Trippier, come on, you're being too nice to your former employers, man. When it's us, you put some dangerous deliveries in. You're acting. That was poor. Would you take Basuma still? Nah, we dodged the bullet there still. I wanted Basuma, but I was never keen on him. I think fans were gassing him. I do think he could show a lot more. Like, nobody's banging at Spurs, innit? If the team looked a bit more rosier, things would happen. Rah, Perisic hitting stepovers. Someone called their granddad to say stop acting, man. No one trying to see your stepovers. Eddie Howe's not even bothered. Just still got his jacket on. Not even bothered. Put the lid back on his pen. There's no notes. Surely the Newcastle lads get a day off for this. Spurs in possession. I mean, it's the same mode with Spurs. No build-up play, no accountability, can't defend. Front three's always out of the game. Kane's dropping deep. Son's isolated. Relying on the counter. Dan Burns got some defending to do up against Pedro Pro. Come on, Burn. Found Son. Kane. Meaty. Step overs at 5-0 down. Embarrassing. 1-0, score more. I've always had the feeling we should have taken a chance on Isaac. I hear that. Can't lie. Isaac, Joe Linton. Well, to be fair, since Joe Linton become a midfielder, they've proved me wrong. And it just shows that you got to give credit to the players, but it just shows Eddie Howe's quality. He's making some players look wavy. Hoiberg, Puro, Kulisevsky skips past Dan Burn. That's ours, ref. That's ours. It's goal kick. That's ours. 5 in 25. Unbelievable. We spent 5 in number 5. 8-0. We're hoping. I don't think it appears Newcastle probably took their foot off the gas, if I'm honest. But they need to keep going. 5-0 within 20 minutes. Don't ever let them forget. If they dare talk to us, amen. Amen. Should we call more Spurs fans? I mean, if you're a Spurs fan and you chose to watch this game, you stress it yourself, innit? You might as well just iron your clothes for the week. Make sure you got your Sunday dinner. Make sure the yard is clean. Yeah. Hello, mate. Hey, what's the scores for Rogans?
I don't know. I'm just getting there, innit?
All right. Oh, I thought you was there still. What? You gonna act like you're not losing 5-0, cuz?
No, bro. I'm talking in the chat, bro. I bet on Tottenham to lose every week. I got Newcastle -2. I'm happy. Isaac, captain of my fantasy. You get me? I'm gassed.
Where do you not go from here? Because this is peak, bro.
Bro, where do we go from here? We're finished, man. Like, obviously, we have to just see who our next manager is. But with our owners, nothing's gonna change, fam. You've known me for time. How long have I been saying?
Yeah, you have still.
These owners, I've been saying it for the last 5-6 years. We're not gonna the best we got is what's gonna happen is maybe like a title challenge with like we did with Poch and Champions League push here and there. But bro, like you can't expect nothing with them, man. They're happy just coming above Arsenal and shit.
Well, it's not gonna happen this year, is it, mate? You know what I mean? Like, I think you lot should give Ryan Mason time, man. Like, trust the process, man. No, I honestly think your team's all right. You've got a lot of experience. You've got Kane. You've got Dyer. You've got one of the best centre backs in the Prem, as you lot said. Romero, Hugo Lloris, World Cup winning captain. They don't become bad players overnight. I think you lot should give them this time, man. There's not much that can improve this Spurs squad.
Ryan Mason's got brain damage, man. There's not much man can do.
You're fucked.
All right, but I'm at the game though, so I'm a shot you, innit?
Yeah, keep me updated with the scores, man.
Say nothing.
See. Hey, he's a bad man for that comment. But yeah, lovely stuff. If you're just tuning in, you are not seeing things. It is Newcastle 5, Tottenham Hotshite 0. I've turned the game off with second-hand embarrassment just listening to DG cover. DG, is that the truth or purple patch? I think he might be here. He might have arrived, you know. Like, I think he's starting to look a bit more refined. Son, them flicks aren't going to help, bro. You're in Newcastle, blood. You can't be doing pointless flicks. Ref, that's a foul. You got a book skip as well. If Newcastle players are the real deal, they won't go easy on Spurs now. Naturally, as a human, though, I agree with you, but naturally, human nature, well, you know you're winning 5-0, innit? Even though the manager's going to tell you not to chill out, you are going to take your foot off the gas a tiny bit. But one thing I have liked about Newcastle, at least when they got the 5 goals, they've been relentless. They've managed the game very well. They're doing amazing, but they've been relentless. I don't even know which. Do you know what? Murphy has to have goal of the game, innit? Ref, that's a yellow, bro. This Kane, bro. What the hell, ref? What the hell? The Newcastle players, bro, Skip has to get sent off there. Guimaraes, make sure you let him know you're there. Next one. Guimaraes, how are you still walking? Your legs on the other side of the pitch, ref. You got to send him off. That's an ABH, GBH, Section 18 charge. What's that? As a neutral, was that big fish fighting back? No lie, Arsenal missed the trick with it. Overdoing it. No, big up with it, but allow us, bro. Shout out Joe, though. You lot missed the trick with him. You support Chelsea, blood. Where are you lot? I don't know why you're laughing at Spurs. Nah, I'm vexed, man. I can hear the pain. Oh, man. What about all the ones that went to see this live? I feel sorry for any fan in it because he's paying, but you might as well just Go to the find the next bar, find the Weatherspoons, just make a day out of things. I'm Newcastle, I'm sure he's got a lot of sights to see. You might as well just quickly do that and then beat the people traffic, get on a train, get back to London, innit? If you didn't drive, got work tomorrow and that. It's peak. It's peak. Man said he's looking like Sanchez. Spurs players looking to get an early shower. I mean, if I'm a Spurs fan or if I'm Spurs, you just got to start clamping people now, innit? Like, you just got to try to get a goal, mash up the clean sheet, clamp people, whatever, innit? Because I can't hear the commentary, but pretty sure at Newcastle's ground now, the Olay chants, all these things must be going. Joe Willock, Joe Willock's loving the flicks. Gamares, that was beaky, man. What kind of touch was that? You're better than that. Lost the ball cheaply. It's back here with Spurs. Spurs build-up play non-existent. They have looked a bit more defensively solid with Sanchez there. Clearly, the back three experiment didn't work. And they didn't just concede 5 because of the back three. They've been shambolic defensively for a while. Harry Kane keeps possession. Romero. To be honest, this is where Spurs players have to show bravery. It can't get any worse, but it can in terms of the scoreline. You need to stand up to be counted. Brilliant Sunday. Brilliant. They tried, man. Beat the traffic, bro. What's the point? Think about it logically, yeah? I don't know what that's at least over 100 quid in petrol if you drove to Newcastle. You know, this is a serious fixture. So let's just say anything up to 100 quid for a ticket. You got to buy food. You got to drinks. If you came with your kids, you got to times that as well. You know, the emotional damage as well. I'd bust out. Like, I would bust out. I'd go home. I can't lie to you. Train ticket madness. Ooh. Man, I get nutmeg by Joe Linton and that. Joe Linton clamped this guy, Pedro Porro's vex. I like it though. Wee. Nutsed him, but he didn't complete it. But he didn't nuts him. Sorry, my angle looked mad. He craved him. Why are you looking like you're the whammiest guy on the planet, Pedro Porro? Shut up, man. Show that fight when people are running down your side. Couple goals have come from your flank. Shut up, man. Look at me. I'm a tough nut. I look like I should be in Narcos. I'm not happy with you, Trippier. You ain't got assist yet. Isaac. Ooh, that was a mad pass. To be fair, Longstaff's turned a horrible pass into a good one. Longstaff doing things above his pay grade. Lost the ball cheaply there. Spurs live to fight another day. Kulusevski, not when Danny boy is there. Not with Dan Burn, you know. Not with Dan Burn. Ref, that's a foul as well. Against that has to be given for Dan Burn. He's fouled. He's looking for it. Come on, ref. What's going on? Big up, big Danny, lad. I don't know who the assistant is for Eddie Howe, but you look very trustworthy. Big up your tig as well. Waiting for Ed Sheeran outside the Spurs stadium tonight to sing. You're moving, man. Dan Burn for England left back. What is Kane thinking right now? Wait, I need to bust out. Like, I don't know where you go. Because apparently Levy don't want to sell you to a British club. I don't know if he wants to go abroad. Munich has said he's too old. Murphy. That's a good tackle. Very good tackle by... who was that? He was number 14 for Spurs. The angle's horrible. Perisic, he's vexed. It's a corner. Bet on Spurs to lose every week. I mean, to be fair, he does, you know. A couple of my boys have resorted to that. Guimaraes aims the ball into the box. The cross doesn't beat the first man, however. Guimaraes goes back home. Finds Murphy. Murphy on a hat-trick. Isaac on a hat-trick. Wait, don't leave the game without a hattie, you know. Joe Willock. Kane Road, Joe Willock. Joe Linton. So over here with Trippier. Trippier, come on, man. Probably been one of Newcastle's poorest players. Not that anyone's been poor. Come on. Guimaraes starting to regulate. Finds Joe Linton, his Brazilian and fellow blondie. Kane Road, Joe Willock. Joe Linton. Oi. Sourcing. Everybody's sourcing from Newcastle. But Newcastle, in essence, are just doing the basics. Spurs are not following runners, not defending together. Far too many gaps. No one's winning their individual battles. Collectively, the teams are shambles. You know, the gaffer didn't tell you to do that. The only way Spurs could somehow get a goal, or if you want to say back into this game, is if Newcastle make mistakes. Spurs have made a mistake giving the ball away. Longstaff's fouled there. Joe Willock! No, bro! There's a free kick on the edge of the area. If you're going to play advantage, smash it, lad. How you put that over? Overrated. Romero's put them in problems. It's a great call by the ref to play advantage. Joe Willock should score. It should be 6-0. It should be. Longstaff is completely cleaned out by Romero. Surely Romero's got to be given a yellow regardless. Horrible. Come on, Joe. How have you not booked Romero? He's calming him down. What the hell, ref? It's got none of the ball there. Spurs fans try banter. They can't, man. They can't. I don't want Spurs at United. We have enough players with a losing mentality in our team. Dang. I mean, I'd take Kane at Arsenal if you ever wanted to sign for us, but it's a madness. This scoreline must be painful for Spurs fans. Are we sure that we can still call them rivals? They just don't like us. They're not rivals. Oh, it's peak for Spurs. You lot got United midweek and you got Liverpool next Sunday or Saturday. Joe Willock could be in here again. No, he can't. There's just too many bodies in front of him. Hugo Lloris attempts to clear his lines. I don't know how that's not a yellow. When you find out, let me know. I don't think it's a malicious tackle, but he never got none of the ball. Joe Linton. Sorry, Guimaraes. You lot need to... Someone needs to dye their hair next colour, man. Because you lot are looking the same on this camera angle. Good defending by Botman. Goes to Nick Pope. Trippier once. Oh, you could have zinged that across the floor, man. You know, as a fullback, I hate them passes. Like, if you're a goalie and you pass me the ball as a fullback, I want it in front so I can run onto it, not behind. Romero always gets away with the tough guy thing. Spurs needs a rebuild. Levy needs to step down. Still annoyed we missed out on Bruno Guimaraes. I think we all are. I think everyone in the Premier. Joe Linton and Joe Willock leading the charge. Joe Willock, I bang it. Forget everyone. Movie setting. Yeah, let's stop shooting now. Joe Willock is cool. You're forcing it. No, it's not. It weren't close, bro. You're my guy. You got a lovely assist, but that was horrible. That was worse than the one you should have scored. That was horrible. Lovely, positive play. Is there do you know what? I might be being a bit harsh. Was there a slight deflection from the Spurs lad? Maybe, you know. It's starting to rain in Newcastle. It's already been raining goals. I'm loving it. Come on, Trippier. It is a corner. My bad, Joe Willock. Come on, Danny boy. Dan Burn, Botman, get on the score sheet. Saar, one of you brothers. Ball into the box. Come on, Dan Burn keeps it alive. Spurs man's pipped into it. Fair enough. Surely that's a Newcastle throw. I am not looking forward to Arsenal's visit. In fact, what day are we playing them? I hope we're not playing these lot here in the evening. Oh, man, it's a humble Saturday, 3 o'clock. Allow us with that one. Sunday, 4:30. I will deal with that when it's our time, man. I see this maybe being 5-3. Hope not. But I do expect Spurs to score at the very least. Give the fans something. Trippier delivers. It's got over everyone. Joe Linton. Been superb today. Finds Guimaraes. Isak trying to be a bit too clever. Joe Willock sets it. Unlucky Longstaff. Inches, that's what she said. But Newcastle are playing sexy football. Sexy football. Is this Newcastle or La Liga? Isak, you sure you don't want to come London and play with your former teammate Odegaard? There's a role here for you, you know. Spurs not scoring, Newcastle will do the same to the league leaders. Maybe, but we ain't dealing with that now. I mean, you're always here hating. Who do you support, by the way? Short taking corner. Trippier. Come on, Trippier. Your delivery has been terrible today, man. You're better than that. I think you're doing it on... I'm starting to think you're doing it on purpose against your former team. Murphy trying to be a bit too clever. Newcastle still have possession. Murphy. Saar on this right-hand side. I mean, you can't not help but rate what Newcastle are doing as a football club. For a long time, Newcastle's always been a massive club. For a long time, previous owners have been underselling this club. So as a neutral, it's lovely to see fans be inspired. As an Arsenal fan and a fellow top 6 rival, it's scary. Because results like this will be a frequent thing at Newcastle. Hopefully they can replace Spurs. Guimaraes. And I'm not being funny, Arsenal, yeah? But you're seeing what Newcastle did. And you want to sell Tierney to Newcastle for 30 million. Add some tax on that. Newcastle trying to overcomplicate it there. The move breaks down. But the majority of this game has been played in Spurs' half. Spurs playing on the counter-attack. Like always. Dan Burn. Cook him, Danny. Cook him. Step overs. I know it's not in your remit, but step overs. Joe Linton. Guimaraes. Newcastle has been too long without a goal, you know. The way you lot started this, I want to see a goal every 10 minutes at the very least. It's been too long. It could have been about 6 or 7 had Joe Willock and maybe Longstaff bagged. It's here with Josh Murphy, sorry. Josh Murphy takes his man on, floats it. That's a decent knock. Joe Willock, the only one in the box, really. Dan Burn keeps it alive. He saw stars, man. That's not what he's paid for, and he's lost the ball quite cheaply. And the Spurs fans trolled us over a draw. The karma is delicious. Spurs should give a few fans a run out for making the travel. Wouldn't be as much. Club football is all about the owners. I mean, who do you support? Stop airing me, man. Spurs and Chelsea are shambles. It's different shambles because Chelsea will be back next season in some capacity. I don't know for Spurs it's thing. Kamara is my favourite player to watch in the Prem. He's up there, but favourite, I'm not sure. Do you know what? I will exclude Arsenal. Probably a bunch of the City players. I like to watch Haaland. De Bruyne is a joy to watch. Trent Alexander-Arnold when he's on it's a joy to watch. Thiago Alcantara. All the technical duns, man, really. Joe Willock. Hey, Len. Arteta knew what was going to happen when we sold him to Newcastle. Guimaraes finds Trippier. 3 minutes, sorry, I've added on time. Oh, Joe Willock, why did I see he tried to set somebody, he tried to dummy it for someone, but why did he do that? Spurs on the counter attack. Son, he's only got Kane, he's going to have to do it alone. Son's going to have to do it alone. Meady, welcome to Newcastle, mate. None of that. Kulusevski didn't want none of that, and that was kind of soft from Newcastle because Spurs shouldn't still have possession. Kulusevski, he's only got two options, really. Tries to skip past Joe Linton. Little man off the ball. Get up, man. Get up, man. You're playing in the Prem, bro. Get up, man. Get up, pussy. Anyways, let's go. Manage the game, boys. Come on, we're doing well. We're doing brilliant. St. Maximin's injured, isn't it? Because I want to see man breakdancing and that now. Man United. Oh, shout out to you. Oh, no, it all explains. It's mad from Newcastle to London. It's like a 7-hour drive, and Spurs fans really travel to watch the team get touched differently. I mean, that's why you have to rate football fans. Like, football fans, our love for our club, when you deep it, is illogical, especially when they're losing and stuff. Like, that's why even Spurs fans, I don't have much sympathy, but I've got sympathy for that, innit? There's certain fans of football clubs that will cheat on their wife, will never get rid of their season ticket. And I do feel sorry for it because there's certain things you shouldn't do as a football, like be competitive, innit? Like, this is not competitiveness. Newcastle are doing great, make no mistake. But they haven't had to do much to get 5 goals. If they'd done the mad thing, then fair enough, and odd days happen, but it's an issue. We'd always prefer Arsenal over City, but would want Arsenal to get the league at the last game the toughest way. Big up to you, DG. Hope you're having a good weekend. Still gutted, but not surprised of our performance Friday. Different picture, same picture frame of 19 years. Will it ever change? I wish. Can we get again? Dive, man. Dive, bro. Kamara's, you got to hit the deck there, man. All you have to do is watch Harry Kane vids. Murphy, wavy stuff. Not a wavy shot, though. I've not put a penny into my club since, so wait until the Glazers are gone. I won't do it. I hear that. You're entitled to feel like that. I think we're at half time. To say that Newcastle have been brilliant is an understatement. Newcastle have won their individual battles, collectively have done that, have put in a performance worthy of their home fans and have the goals to show for it. As you can see, it's peeing down rain there, it's peeing down goals. On the flip side, to say Spurs have been terrible is probably not even good enough to even put into sentence. They've been abysmal. There's no way, there's no way on God's green earth. If I was the Spurs gaffer, you lot don't need no water, no Lucas Aid, no nothing, because you lot ain't been running about. You can't be tired. You have to find you lot got enough money. You lot find your own way back to London. The linesman putting up the offside flag a couple of times for Newcastle has been the best defender at Spurs. You go to a team like Newcastle with the way they're performing and how difficult the atmosphere, you have to be solid defensively. Haven't done that. You need to be brave in possession. Haven't done that. The back four experiment initially from Spurs did not work, and they hooked off Sarr for Davinson Sanchez. Regardless of being in a 3 or 4, it's no excuse to concede 5 goals within 20 odd minutes, 3 goals in like 10. And the way they're doing it, it's terrible. As a Spurs fan once said, it's peak. It is peak, bro. It is peak. I wish they scored 20, Samuel. There's a great fish and chip shops in South Shields if Spurs fans want to take an early trip, but I don't think they want food. You need to go find the Wetherspoons. You need to go and get the strongest drink you can get. Whiskey, no chaser. Just back that. Just back that. There must be a Sunday League ground or something near Newcastle. You're better off watching some kids play or something, man. Better off doing that. Really. Don't forget, after this, people, we're going to watch Brighton, Manchester United as well. Hope to see you all there. Smash the like button on this video. And if it is not too much to ask, please hit the like button on that as well. Pardon me. Staying for the second half. Shit. I don't think I've never left the ground early. I've never left Arsenal early. I've never left it till the final whistle. But if Arsenal play like that away from home, I would. Son has dropped off. Thoughts on Willock. We could have used, I think it's testament to Eddie Howe because he's making some players overperform. I look at Murphy, I look at Joe Linton's revival in that centre mid. I look at Joe Willock, he's doing all right. I mean, yeah, we could have done with Joe Willock, but I think he needed to be moved on. I'm happy with the price tag we got. I'm happy with what he's doing. And I think it's more of a case of if Arsenal were to have got Caicedo, Declan Rice, Douglas Luiz, any of these midfielders, it's not a thing. Big up DG, this made my Sunday. DG, why do you think Arsenal conceded so early in games? Is it down to concentration or that manager's hyperactive? Probably just emotions not in check, man. Admittedly, St. James's isn't far walk from Royal Victoria Infirmary. Can just admit themselves thereafter. Oh, you're a bad guy for that, man. Footballers who want a nice salary, good location in London, no pressure to perform, come out and sign for Tottenham Hotspur, early retirement. A man said he thought this game was under 21s. But hey, it's been lit from the first goal came in 19 seconds. If you weren't there, I don't know, like if you missed it, go and watch the highlights. This has been elite. And I'm off to send more clown faces to tapping tobes. I'm looking forward to seeing Spurs fans stressed the hell out in their reactions and all these things. Oi, LP. Oi, LP. How's Spurs doing, lad? And I know you remember you used to be a Newcastle fan. You used to have the shirt in secondary school. How's a man snaking Newcastle for Spurs and now getting shagged? Don't switch sides back. Hey, Liam, you see why I don't rate you, yeah? Because you never answer. You're always calling me when Arsenal catch an L, but all of a sudden your phone's not on. What's going on? I'll live to give Spurs fans hell. And it's not, again, my nieces are Spurs fans. I'm going to give them hell when the live streams are done today. Yes, I love it. Hey, let me see if Hutch, Dale, I rate you lot because you answered your phone. Let's see if a fellow Spurs fan is going to answer his phone. I bet he crumbles. This guy behaves like them United fans. Can't take it. He's shook, man. See, and he's talking in the group chat. He's shook. Fella, answer the phone. I know you're listening to my live stream, Dale. Man, I'm doing up gift scaff voicemail. You're not doing that. You're sitting in your yard, uncle. LP, answer the phone. I need double figures from Newcastle as well. Game is over before it even started. Newcastle a scary outfit for next season, especially if they get Champions League. How much is fish and chips? Boy, probably need about 7, 8, 9, 10 quid now. It's quite expensive. I haven't bought fish and chips in a minute. Unfortunately, Arsenal's women are down a goal to nil. Come on, Arsenal, let's pattern that up. Shout out American Gooner, you're always here. Newcastle with a big window in the summer are going to be a nightmare. At the minute Newcastle for a couple of seasons qualify for Europe, they're going to be a problem because then the FFP stuff makes no... Hey, my guy Danny Rose is here. Yes. Spurs have been terrible in the draws, been terrible on the transitions and everything else. People, give me a second. I'm going to be right back. Let me just go and get some juice. Let's see a great goal.
Against this right back, Charlie.
Back here again, folks. To say it's been amazing is an understatement. Spurs have been. I really want to wish. I wish I could say Spurs have been hit for six, but they haven't actually. Close to it though. Sad day to be a Tottenham fan. This is everyday life for them, man. Anything can happen in football. We need a do or die mentality on Wednesday. There you have it. Bring on the second half. How Eddie Howe's got Willock, Joe Linton, and Longstaff playing out of their skins. It's testament to the gaffer. You have to give the players credit, but testament to the gaffer. And at some point, they're going to have to upgrade on some of these players. Dan Burn's a committed performer, but if Newcastle keep up this trajectory, Longstaff, Dan Burn, potentially Joe Willock, these lot, Murphy, potentially, they're going to need upgrades or squad players. DG gives some lessons on long shots to Partey. I'm a one-goal wonder. That's why you lot keep seeing it. To be fair, Partey's got a few screamers. Can Spurs loan their team to Man City, please? 5-0. I don't know why people are shocked. I'm shocked. I'm not shocked by the scoreline. I'm shocked by the avalanche of Newcastle that they just tucked them in. Like Newcastle have just packed Spurs. It's the only way. Like if you've missed the first 45 minutes, you've missed one of, maybe not for Spurs, but as a neutral, one of the best 45 minutes of Premier League football. For Newcastle, I'm liking the attacking moves. Players are always, always thinking. There's lovely 1-2s, pops around the corner. Just doing everything you want to see of a football team that wants to be in the Champions League. Spurs are not. As poor as Spurs have been this season, they still have a good chance of Champions League. They're making it difficult. And Man United, this is a bit of a problem for Man United because it means Newcastle move up to third. But if Spurs falter away, then United, Newcastle, Arsenal, City is the Champions League settings. And I guess it helps Liverpool as well. Well, not really with Newcastle, but it helps them. Newcastle's future is very bright. I hope it's not too bright because it's going to be a problem for us, but it's very bright. 94 likes. We're flirting with 100. Come on, people. What's all this about? Twitch Gang, one love as well. Make sure you're following. Bare first-time chatters. Don't say you've been following. Oh, no, I'm telling lies. Kurt, I apologize. You've been following since November 2022, and that's your first comment. Fair enough. Hey, when did you start following? Oh, you don't even follow. Oh, you're doing me dirty. Can't believe what I watched that half. How has Perisic been at Tottenham? I was sad when he left Inter last summer. He was truly a gem. It's been crap. It's been crap. Like, he's been crap. Let's be real. Like, I wouldn't say he's the flop of the season. Like, I'd give that to Richarlison. We're in April. How much Prem goals have he risen up? But he's been terrible. But then again, Spurs, everybody's been terrible. Everything connected to Spurs this season has been rubbish. So, yeah. So I have to give them that luxury. A new manager might get signed. Arsenal's women, unfortunately, are losing 2-0. You can't have everything, man. You can't have everything, I guess. And it's peak for Spurs. They got Newcastle now. They got Man United on Thursday. Anything can happen in that game. But if I'm Ten Hag, and I'm pretty sure their players are probably watching this game, saying to him, listen, we got a semi-final to deal with Brighton. We could be in a final against City and the second trophy, but we need to go savage Spurs. They're there for the take. We need to. I still think United are going to get Champions League, but Spurs mathematically are not out the race. Newcastle are being a problem. You want to, it's ugly. It's ugly. And again, Liverpool are trying to keep their faint top 4 hopes alive. So if you're Liverpool and United, you're looking at Spurs like lunch meat. In the Prem, you can't feel sorry for yourself. It has to get worse before it gets better. I've seen that as an Arsenal fan. The world don't care that you've been poor. Spurs players are feeling sorry for themselves. How are Spurs going to pick themselves up from this when they have to play Liverpool at Anfield next week? They have to. They have to, because if you feel sorry for both, like, respectfully to Newcastle, they're better than Liverpool for this season. But if you're getting cooked by Josh Murphy and you're playing like this, what the hell do you think Jota, who's found his goal scoring boots of recent, Darwin Núñez, Cody Gakpo, Salah are going to do? You keep feeling sorry for us, going to get mad. We need to cook Spurs. We play them next. Who are you, United? Oh, you have to be. Tottenham care more about Arsenal losing than winning themselves. They deserve this. I mean, their whole existence and relevance is tilted with Arsenal. Nobody. If Spurs were from, like, I don't know, like West or something, like QPR or something, no one give a crap. As an Arsenal fan, I kind of expected you to have a massive grin on your face. I do, but it's boring. Like, we've been seeing Spurs get savage, bro. Like, obviously I enjoy it, but like, it is where it is, man. It's Spurs, isn't it? It's not really used to this now. It's peak. I'm a Geordie. Big up Newcastle. Hey, tell your boys, allow us in it. Doing a Tottenham versus Newcastle watch along rather than Arsenal women is kind of crazy. Big up the Arsenal ladies, but okay. What, I can't watch Premier League again? I know I'm an Arsenal fan. I know my name is DG, but bloody hell, like, watch any football with all due respect. While it's our platform, like, I can watch whatever game I want. What are we talking about, man? Come on, man. Talk about clutching. DG ready for the emergency alarm test. What do you think? What did you do to my shit? What did you do, blood? What was that? You just as you said that, the phone thing just. What is this? Hey, John, I don't trust you. What was planned? What was? Yeah, it's time to stop using mobile phones. What the hell was that? Now I ain't got a grin on my face. What the hell was that? The fuck? What was that? You know what? Just put my phone away from me. I think everyone got it. Okay. National government test. So they can just, I know they can, but they can just mash up everyone's stuff. Absolutely crazy. John, and I don't trust you. I think you work for the government now. I don't know what you want with me. I just make content and that. But yeah, man, everyone got it. Okay, cool. I should really watch this. How do I turn it off on iPhone? The timing, bro, timing in life is amazing. It was planned for 3 p.m. Fair enough. That did scare me, though. I'm not gonna lie. I thought the phone was gonna blow up. But yeah, shout out to you, lot. Even the fans in here, like, there's been two, like, what someone said, why are you watching Spurs and Arsenal's women on and you're watching Newcastle? Big up to you lot as well, man. I didn't know, I knew there was celebration police. I didn't know, if I'm paying for my damn Sky Sports and my damn internet, I didn't know there was police over this. But big up you lot nonetheless. I big up the old lady. Look at her waving the Geordie flag. Big up grandma. Shout out to you lot. They're prepping us for a military draft. DG, stay well. I am not fighting it. No wars. You ain't doing these proxy. You're not fighting over gold or oil and things and using us normal people as proxies. They ain't even going to look after you. They don't even look after, they don't even look after the people who are in the army. Oh, same mums, Hugo Lloris has been subbed. Boy, it's peak. And, I felt sorry for Salah because I don't think at the time, his problem is more they wanted to go to a back three. But anytime you probably get subbed in the first half, it probably does chip away at your pride as a footballer. Hugo Lloris, if you take off your goalie, well, it's probably too late at 5-0, but that's sending out messages. Yeah. As I was saying, they don't even care about the army dons, bro. Like, when you get PTSD after seeing heads blown off, this happened, that happened, they don't even care, bro. Like, unfortunately, you see a lot of people who have protected this country, bro. They're nitties now. It's peak. He shouldn't have conceded that. I wouldn't even say there is that goal. There was one at the near post. Lloris should do better. And there was one. It might have even been the first one, where he spilt Joe Linton's shot. I'm sure. But nonetheless, to be fair to him, though, the keeper is the last line of defense. They're drafting you to play centre back for Spurs next week. I'm only 5'8", it'll be peak, so I can grab a little run at fullback if they want. Second half is soon beginning, folks. We want 10. I want my clean sheet, Newcastle. Come on, lads. Is that getting hydrated? Come on, drink the juice. Drink the juice. Robertson's and that. Murphy, Isaac, you're on a hat-trick. Don't leave the ground without that. Trippier, I need to see you get an assist. Willock, you need to score. Halen, Dagger. I rate Jesus highly, but Isaac is bagging the chances he gets. What can Foster do that Hugo Lloris wasn't? Big up yourself, Jay. They should play with 2 goalies in the second half. To be fair, if you're Fraser Forster, you can just literally say, "Don't look at me. I didn't concede 5 goals. You just got to concede less." But you might get savaged as well. But I believe trust the process. Trust the process. Ryan Mason is in my opinion, Ryan Mason is the best manager in the league. I think they should stick by him and give him a lot of time. Who better than Ryan Mason, a former player? He knows the club. He knows where they can go. I think he should stay. Newcastle will kick off this second half, people. Come on, Newcastle. At least make it 7, please, man. At least 7. At least. I'd marry Gamara's if my wife would let me. Look at this guy. Pause. Joe Linton. Dan Burn. Joe Willock. Bruno Gamara's. Ball over the top. Let's go. Let's go. Who's that? Murphy. Come on. Make something happen. Skill him. Tries to flow it into the box. Bro, shout out. You know what? You've already done better than Hugo Lloris. Fraser Forster's caught the ball. Crazy. I reckon 9-0. Nah, I don't think it will get to that. At this point, I mean, pride and all of that jazz has gone out the window, innit? Like, gone out the window for Spurs. But for want of better terms, they're playing for pride now. Like, your pride's gone, but it's on the line. Like, it's 5-0. Hold that. If you somehow concede more, it's even more devilish. And Spurs, even if they lose this, they're still in contention for top 4. Goal difference is taking a hit, and it could come down to goal difference. You would think Newcastle are losing 5-0 because they're trying to score again. Dan Burn has been sourcing. I love it. Gets a corner for his problems. No, he hasn't. Rod, Spurs have gone to sleep. Anyhow, that ball went in. Spurs have went to sleep there. Again, as much as it's about new signings for Spurs, they need to go back to basics on the training ground. Defending, attacking, passing the ball, making sure 5-yard passes are getting to people, attacking play. As great as Newcastle have been, it's fundamentally the basics. Oh, Isaac. It looked like that effort was meant, that cross into the box was meant for the far post, and he's taking it off a teammate. Oh, Isaac, man. Gamares puts it into the box. Joe Linton was creeping around the back of Spurs' defense. Would he have got that? Oh, he might have, I don't know. The angles would have went against him. It's all smiles when you're winning 5-0, though. I'll get sent off on purpose to not be part of the mess that game. You're better off. And that's what Newcastle got to be careful of now, that Spurs are going to kick you. They're going to be frustrated, as I'm sure Newcastle would do if they were having this scoreline. You just got to keep managing the game. I hope Spurs don't score, but if anyone has to score, I hope Kane does. You're part of my fantasy. Why not Richarlison? He ain't scored in the Premier. It's big April, isn't it? Probably why. At this point, with the way Spurs are playing, surely that's some academy lads on. Credit to Newcastle, they picked up where they left off. Just as I was praising them, they've given the ball away, though, and conceded a throw. It's looking like more goals are coming. I hope so. And I think a lot of you do. Lovely stuff. I mean, that Juma shagged himself. Well, really, he turfed Everton for Spurs. Technically, it's an upgrade, but he shagged himself. He would have played more at Everton. Speaking of Everton, as some of you remember, Eric Dyer actually spent a year there on the youth loan before he signed for Spurs when he was at Sporting, and he's given the ball away. He's got it back here. Fraser Forster. Clips it over. To be fair, Fraser Forster already found the teammate. He's done a lot better than Hugo Lloris. Not that the bar is high. Pedro Porro. Romero. Højbjerg. Dyer. Perisic. Højbjerg. Finally, some attacking play from Spurs. It's 3 against 3 here. Harry Kane, is he going to go Dolo? Skips past one. Has to stay on his feet. 5-1. I mean, if someone had to score, I did say Kane, it is 5-1. At least that's something for the away fans. If I'm honest, that's a terrible goal to concede from a Newcastle point of view. And that level of goal just shows a bit of complacency in Newcastle's game. Get back to basics. Again, 3 against 3. Not that Kane really, the best of options was to pass it. Too easy there from Sarr to get ripped. It's too easy, Newcastle. For as good as it's been, too easy. That's far too easy. I think if the score, look. I think if they weren't losing 5-1, I think Kane would have went down for a pen there. Look, Sarr's had a little grab at his shirt. Kane's like, no, I've got to stay on my feet. Joe Willock got an assist for Newcastle. A fellow Haylen graduate has scored for Spurs. Spurs 5. Newcastle 5. Spurs 1. I'm sure Spurs fans would love it to get 5, but it's peak. We've been treated to 6 goals. I don't think Brighton Man United will be like this. Spurs might just come back from this. Spurs, as Conte said, these men don't have the capability for a back four. Probably don't when you play like this. But what I would say, they're probably damned if they do, damned if they don't, innit? Like, they don't look any better in a 3 or in a 4. There are some exceptions to the rules, but in premise, isolated to Spurs, you play a bit like when Arsenal was doing it. The players we had at the time and our collective ethos on defending is not good enough. In premise, if you're playing, bar the exceptions, if you're playing a back 3, you're not convinced in your team's collective defensive capabilities, and you might not necessarily be convinced if you're playing it to the level Spurs do week in, week out on the individuals. Kane's a lit player, man. Wasting his time there. No, Partey's quality is just mad. Perisic, is it about to be 5-2? He's lengthed it. That's a good effort, really. I thought Pope saved it, but it's gone over. Yeah, I did. I think everyone got that emergency thing on iPhone, and yeah, I'm pretty sure some of you heard it go off, and some of you lots went off at the same time. That was scary, man. Just shows what the government could do if they really want to do things. If they can somehow ping some alert to everyone, what else could they do? Come on, man, Newcastle. You're losing the second half 1-0. You need to score 2 more goals, man, to make up for conceding. Please, Newcastle, we want carnage. We want pure carnage. That's all we want. Carnage, and more carnage. It's nothing personal, Spurs. Well, it is. It's just business. Come on, Murphy. Is that, you know what, hat tricks or what? I bang it, Murphy. Hey, Gamara's bang it. Bang it, leng it. Oh, that's a great pass. Hey, Longstaff, you should have dived. Oh, how? Unlucky Isaac. Isaac threw everything he had at that ball. He just couldn't get it. A deflected Longstaff effort. Come on, Newcastle. Oh, unlucky, man. Unlucky. Unlucky. To be fair, I don't think he knew much about it, but in hindsight, good defending by Ribeiro. Just probably about 52 minutes too late. Oh, some of you might have noticed, yeah, when I do my Arsenal, not the watch-alongs, but the live streams, they become unviewable after the stream. It's nice to see that back. Yeah, oh! Newcastle players have resorted to defending against themselves. It should be 6-1. Was you watching Nicholas Bentner videos? Longstaff should have scored. To be fair, that's great defending from the linesman in Newcastle to prevent their own team from scoring. Fair enough. Harry Kane got his goal, living up to the number on the back of his shirt, doing up number 10. Dan Burn ain't falling for that. I like Burn, man. I'd love him at Arsenal, man. Can play left back, centre back. Shown from your Brighton days. Just does his job, man. I do think they'll have to upgrade on Dan Burn with the greatest of respect at left back. Naturally, Kane. Kane's final ball, he's put himself about, but the final ball's been lacking. Isaac. Oh, good little drag back there. Relax, man. Just Newcastle, we're getting a bit excited. Let's just play football. Isaac doing too much. See, he lost the ball, fall on the floor. Oh, Perisic step overs. To be fair, it was wavy. Good defending by Isaac. Barges Perisic off the ball and keeps it moving. And he finds Joe Willock. Joe Willock, come on, man. They didn't teach you that at Haylen. What was that? Come on, Newcastle. Our standards are dropping. Come on, man. Not that Spurs can get back in this game per se, but it's looking more of an even contest. This is probably how the Spurs should have played in the first couple of minutes. Skip, who, to be honest with you, out of all the Spurs players, he can say he's tried. Kulusevski, thought he could have gave it back to Skip, but it makes sense. Pedro Porro, don't know what he saw, but he's earned the corner for his troubles. Feel like purge is going to happen, bro. Come on. Mate. Spurs got 5 on it. Big up you lot, man. The only thing better than watching a game of football in Premier League is watching it with you lot across Twitch and YouTube. Without you lot, the platform is dead. I'm truly appreciative of you lot supporting the thing. And that's a big shout out to everyone who's been part of my, like we've been the last couple of days, there's been hella content and watch alongs and things. So, I mean, 5-2 it starts. You never know, really. It's damage limitation. Corner from Spurs. That's a good ball in. I don't know how that's not. That looked like a Spurs man took it off the next one's head. I thought it was going to be John Terry settings and it would have been 5-2. Signing for Spurs must be a straight money thing because you know you're never going to be. I mean, Spurs could have been in here again. If I was Eddie Howe, a bit like when Arsenal were blitzing sides and conceding dumb goals, a bit annoyed about the clean sheet. Dan Burn. And everyone from Newcastle has been good, but I have to give credit to their midfield. Gomares, Joe Linton, Joe Willock, Longstaff. They've been up for this. Newcastle's a massive club. They deserve to be moving like this. You know, after all the years of Mike Ashley and them crooks. Have you ever or been close to falling asleep on a watch along? Bare times. Yesterday, actually, with the Man City Sheffield one, I had to go get some coffee. Bare times, man. Chelsea final in the World Club Cup, AFCON final. I've been close to falling asleep. Bare times. Romero with some committed defending for Spurs. Come on, Isaac and Murphy, man. Do you lot want to score or not? Well, hat trick. You get the point. Wait, where do Spurs go from here? At least the away fans have had something to scream and shout about. Pardon me. Fraser Forster taking forever. Newcastle in here again. Oh, come on, man. The standards, Newcastle. I know we've won the game, but standards. Big up Joe Linton for chasing a lost cause. He's turned a terrible pass into a good one, and he's provided nerves with Davison Sanchez. Stupid free kick to give away from a Spurs perspective, and Perisic. Ain't easy at all. Of course we should be scared. How many watch-alongs do you think you do in a season, roughly? Broski, I don't know where. Honestly, I don't know where we'd start. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I actually don't know. Like what? I think I've done every Arsenal game so far. I know I'm not doing a watch along for the last one of the season. Must be like 90, 100. Must be, man. 100 plus. I don't know where we start. Where you got Europa League, Champions League, Premier League. I don't know, man. Actually, that's a good question. I don't know. I suppose I could, after, well, I won't have time after this because we're going to watch Brighton Man United, but I could just go on my YouTube and just type in watch along, but there'll be bare pages and count them. Probably like John Anderson said, 100. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you doing the streams, big man. I appreciate you lot. It'd be dead without you lot. So I appreciate that. Smash the like button, people. Let's keep growing our platforms. And don't forget, we're watching Brighton Man United. I can't guarantee it'll be as entertaining as this or there'll be more goals. I'm not going to lie. I thought this would be more of a close encounter with mistakes from both sides. Oh, Fraser Forster backing himself in possession. And I thought the entertainment would be Brighton Man United, but it's not going to be there, is it? At least I could do jinx in our game against the Saints, thinking we'd get 6. I thought we'd win 4-1. I was unusually upbeat, and I'm back towards where I was. To be fair to Spurs, they've looked a bit more confident in the second half. Not when Eric Dyer's going to do that. Handed it straight back to Newcastle. Trippier's header had no name on it. Son, there could be a lovely counter attack. Højbjerg's made a lovely run. Kane is on the left-hand shoulder, as is Perisic. Newcastle getting back in their numbers. Poor pass from Spurs, delays the move, but keeps it going. I think we're going to lose to City, man, 3-1, 4-1, if I'm honest, but I want to be wrong. Just don't get ripped in it. I hope the impossible or the improbable happens. Ooh, Pedro Pua with a cute nutmeg. Smart little foul off the ball by Dan Burn. Not quite enough for the linesman or the ref to give them a free kick. And Dan Burn's effort has been cleared off a Spurs lad. It is a goal kick for Newcastle. Frankie de Jong back from injury. We should sign him. He supports Arsenal and Barca. They need money. Make an offer they can't refuse. Going to need bread. But the dream is free to Arsenal sold separately. If you could, get it done, man. Eddie Howe, you're not a football manager in the Premier League if you ain't got the chewing gum. Eddie Howe, you don't even need chewing gum for the Spurs game, man. I feel we will repeat 1989 Arsenal versus Liverpool team 2-0 to us. I hope so. I could definitely see Newcastle tying in Arsenal over. Big up, DJ. I discovered your channel at the beginning of med school. Now my graduation is on Thursday. Big up to you for graduating. A shout out to you for your consistent. I'm not sure how many years in med school, but that must be a lot for support. How did you lot find out about my channel? I'm always wondering because, yeah, it's always crazy, but appreciate that. Nice to see you're progressing. Big up to everyone trying to better themselves, man. Boy, when the Spurs go marching in, we can't get a fucking win. Game's kind of normaled out now. We're at the, half an hour left. We're at the hour mark. Naturally, both teams are going to be a bit of tired legs. Spurs have already used at least 2 subs, right? Foster's come on. Sanchez has come on. I don't think they've used any others. Surely Eddie Howe, just to get a bit more freshness, might get a next man on, especially if Spurs get a second. And I'm not going to lie, it looks like they could. Through AFTV. Oh, well, I ain't been on there for years. I don't think I'll ever be back, man. I don't know why Robbie not happy with the guy. Pick them up, but same way, fuck him. Kulusevski failed to put a ball into the box there. Spurs are a bit more intent, keeping it alive here. It's with Son, who needs to really show some magic, has a shot, cannoned off a Magpie shirt. Kulusevski, my friend recommended your channel to me. Use your friend and big them up. Word of mouth. Son, Poro, Sanchez. Right, Davison Sanchez. More than Kulusevski down the wing. Surely he's earned a corner for his troubles. No, it's a goal kick. Griezmann hit the crossbar in the first minute. I found you from AFTV Supporters Club with Turkish and Curtis. Come a long way, man. Come a long way. That was, pick up yourself, Jay. That was a real long time ago. Hey, you get no Supporters Club again. Boy, I found out about you when you did a video on AFTV. Be nice to be back there, I guess, for the exposure and that. Big up Alfie, man. But it's how the cookie crumbles, isn't it? We just keep going, man. We got to take the stairs, not the elevator. Man City had a difficult game at St. James's Park, but they managed the game pretty well. And then you got to do that in the Prem, you know. Everybody says it, yeah. Everybody says it, but everyone sits there and says there's no easy games in the Prem. They're all hard. And us fans say it. And then it's like we rock up in games and we forget this. That's why, for me, saying, listen, stop talking about City. Deal with Southampton. Man down for Newcastle. Players stop. Newcastle's remaining fixtures: Everton, Southampton, Arsenal, Leeds, Brighton. Where's my remote? Because I can actually rewind that because it came off the screen. As I was saying, Everton, Southampton, Arsenal, Leeds, Brighton, Leicester, Chelsea. Hopefully in the next 2 games, Newcastle will confirm Champions League, so they ain't got nothing to play for. Eddie Howe, allow us. We sold you, Joe. We'll look after you for Tierney. They're not right. They're bringing on Anthony Gordon. I hope Eddie Howe slapped him up as well because I saw your little temper tantrum. DG with them youth team insights on the supporters club. One love. You know what? Next week, I know I keep saying this, but I need to get the loan report out and all these things. It's just difficult. I saw that video of you cussing out your old team that went viral. I had to follow after that. Really? I played well in that game, so I was cool, but it hurts, man. Like, you know how, like, watching Arsenal lose is one thing. Waking up on a Sunday where we've all got work and other obligations, we're paying, hurts even more. And the thing is, them times we're losing to, I can't call them shit because they beat us, but we're losing to shit dons. Like, we're losing to shit guys, and people are not listening. Son in the foot race is nasty. Son's got it up against Sar. Sar, come on, you're better than that. Come on, hey, Son's gonna score. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. Not when Botman's local. But Arsenal still have Newcastle and Brighton to play. Bro, Brighton home and away is difficult. Last year away at home, we embarrassed ourselves against them. We done very well against them away from home this season. But a bit like Newcastle, or what Arsenal have been doing this season in general, we scored bare goals, we put the game to bed, and then we allowed them to get back in it. No, I've never been hooked at halftime. I've had some terrible games, but I've never been hooked. But what you said, what's the worst you've ever lost in Sunday League? Spurs on the attack here. Oh, that should be. Spurs are getting forward a lot more frequently now. Don't know what said at halftime, but it's had a reaction. Newcastle with some last-ditch defending. I'd say the most hurtful, because I've won a lot of trophies in it, but I still remember when, I can't remember the cup, was it EFA or something like that? We lost to Winchmore Hill in the final. And I was knackered in the final. And I remember coming off, Marcel, I'm sorry, but I came off for you, and they conceded down that side, that flank. You know, you weren't a good right back like that. And I always thought it was my fault. Maybe if I soldiered on, it wouldn't have happened, didn't it? So I'd say that. Good question. Man City, I've already seen that. Shout out Bucky's. DG, big up my bro, manners and respect for the work rate. Right back at you, man. The work rate would be irrelevant if you lot didn't support. I'm the face of it, but it's our platform. During the summer transfers, your channel came up. Definitely one of the best and authentic content. My guy. It's more of an even contest, but it's too late now, isn't it? You know, Newcastle just have to be smart. And again, as I said, tired legs. Eddie Howe, I don't know who's coming on, but it looks like there's 2 subs getting warmed up. Newcastle knows Spurs are playing for pride now. They're going to have to come at them. And that's why Callum Wilson and Almiron, you'd imagine either Isaac or Murphy are coming off. I think not both you're going to have the opportunity to get a hat-trick. I could be wrong. Almiron can obviously play in the middle. Isaac's coming off. Well, yeah, there you have it. Isaac's not going to get the chance to get a hat-trick. Well in, lad. Well in, lad. Well in, lad. Well in. Could Joe Willett come off potentially? I'm thinking, where's that? Almiron can play out wide or in the centre. Oh, Murphy as well. Big up Eddie Howe. He don't really care about you lot's hat-tricks. It's a shame, man. It's a shame. The potential hat-trick heroes are irrelevant now. Big up Murphy and Isaac's contributions. The collective comes first, and they've done their jobs. And obviously, the icing on top of the cake is they've been able to scumbag some goals. And when you're an attacking player, you need the numbers, innit? So shout out to them. Callum Wilson, I know you got a goal in you. Almiron, you're out of my FPL team, but you've been the goal scorer this season. Davinson Sanchez has probably been one of Spurs' better players. I know he was crucified a few weeks ago. Kane, that was a decent ball. But unlike Hugo Lloris, Nick Pope actually knows how to do his goalkeeping job off his line early, deals with it. Joe Willock, Joe Linton, cheeky little nutmeg on Harry Kane, keeps it moving. Finds Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson buys a foul. That obviously breaks up the play a tiny bit. Can't lie, I need 3 more. ADG, are they losing 5-0? They got hit. I got nothing to say about no other content creators, bro. Like, this ain't Bad Girls Club. Like, I don't know. I'm just concerned with this, the football thing, and us, man. I ain't got nothing to say on them, brothers. Almiron, yeah! Does the flag stay down? Hey, Wilson, calm. He just came into the rave, and he already secured the Brownings digits. He's calm. I said you got a goal in you. I know it. I knew it. Celebrate properly, man. Celebrate properly, boys. In fact, down in Spurs, this ain't a big win. Standard there at the office. Crazy. Someone just said, hey, DG, how they losing 5? They're losing by 6, bro. The second half is 1-1 Newcastle. Let's get the 7th. It's peak. It's absolutely peak. And Spurs have been a lot better in the second half. It kind of reminds me of Arsenal-Southampton, where it was a bit more of a reaction and they scored a sucker punch. There's no offside. It's horrible defending from Spurs. Like Fraser Foster, Skip, Sanchez. You've been some of Spurs' better players. Kane can sit there and say he scored. Tapping Tobes finally replied. Big him up, man. He's a good sport. He said, fully agreed, Dusty Club. Aye, my brother. You see, I told you not to watch Arsenal and try run the bands because you lot will always outdo us. Finishing ahead of us for 6 years and got fucking nothing to show for it, mate. Newcastle, get my 7th, please. Aye, D, appreciate you for resubscribing with Amazon Prime. Means a lot. Where's Messi? The hell? Spurs aren't even going to get Conference League. It's peak. Almiron, come on. You've been an FPL legend this season. You don't want to go. Spurs are giving out free goals. You don't want one. Spurs are giving out more free goals than if you go Westfield and you get the free cinnamon samples. Everyone get involved. Willock, you should have had a goal. Make up for it. Ref. Fouls for Willock, no? Big up Joe, man. These men have even stopped celebrating. It's long now. Like, they're tired. They want to go home. More subs for Newcastle. Is that Manquillo? On my life, I forgot this guy was at Newcastle. And Anthony Gordon. I can't lie. I think he's a decent player, but I don't understand why they spent the piece. Guimaraes. I'm not going to lie. You're a fantastic player. And I've got a lot of time for Edu at Arsenal. But every time I see Guimaraes, it makes me want to just side-eye Edu. Like, our loss is Newcastle's gain. What was going on there? Why is he not at the Emirates? Kane definitely not staying. Bro, you never know with Levy. He might price Dons out of moves. Trippier's coming off. Trippier, I'm not happy with you. You've been letting off your former team. When it's Arsenal, you get some assists in that. DG, what was the worst result? Us against Southampton or the Man U Liverpool game? Well, Man U Liverpool conceded 7 goals, bro. Like, not for me, the Arsenal game, because that's irrelevant to me, innit? Like, but 100% the Liverpool game, 7 goals, bro. But this might eclipse that. This might eclipse it. Callum Wilson, dive. Oh, absolutely barged thingy off the ball. I think Joe Linton's being a bit greedy there. Almiron was open. And if I'm Eddie Howe, not that Newcastle doing anything wrong, but just keep your standards, enjoy your football. Of course, you're going to be enjoying it. These men are human, but just keep doing the right things. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't enjoy it too much. Make the right decisions. Man on. Oh, ref. Bro, Joe Linton's legs have been swiped. It don't matter because Sar's about. See, this is what I'm talking about, the standards. I don't know what Sar tried to do, but he's gone down. I think he's pulled his groin or his hamstring or nut and all of that. He's done. Put the ball out, Newcastle, man. There's no need for us to keep playing. Pull it out. I am not kidding you. Why would I kid you? It is 6. That could be bad news for Newcastle. I hope it's just cramp or impact. But Sar's tried to, play the ball across the field and he's instantly gone down. He's still on his feet, but that looks like it's the end of his day. And just as I said, it's peak. I hope for his sake that's nothing long term, but he's done. That puts a shadow over the game. He's done. Maybe it's just cramp. but he's tough as old boots. And it's always these players that I get a bit concerned about, the guys that are tough. Because when they're down, it's something serious. And he just went, boy, I need to come off. Dan Juma's coming on. Kulisevsky. Who? Hey, you meant to be the Juventus lad? They says better than Saka. Get off the pitch, mate. Dan Juma. Let's see what you bring to the table. Kane definitely not staying. But once again, like Levy's shown he'll price you out of a move. Kane's going to have to force it. Oh, right. They're bringing on Lascelles. I keep forgetting these guys play for Newcastle. Such is the transformation. Didn't he used to be their former captain? He's probably there, Rob Holding now, voicing the change room and all that jazz. I think Sar's trying his best to get some medical attention and continue, but he's done, man. He's done. You could see as soon as he kicked that ball, he went, and Spurs tried to counterattack. He went down. He's done. It's nice he's back on his feet. Hope it's just an impacting. But whether that's his hamstring, his groin, he's done. He's probably out for a couple of weeks. He's done. And that over a great performance for Newcastle. The only spoilers you could say is that they ain't got 7, 8, 9, 10. They've conceded a goal and not got the clean sheet. And unfortunately, there's an injury. Fabian Sarr is coming off for Jamal Lascelles. Everywhere they go. I think he's still the official club captain, you know. See, captain in the change room hype, man. 140 likes. Appreciative to you lot. Can we keep smashing that like button? People keep going. Lascelles, I think you're scoring from a set piece. In fact, Sarr, is he soldiering it? Fair enough, he's shouldering it. But this is another example. I mean, if the players, you have to rely on the player to be honest, innit? But this is another example of I think players need saving from themselves. Maybe he's going to say, you know, I'll give it 5, 10 minutes, see what's going on, and then I might come off. But this is where they need saving from themselves. Sometimes, I don't know the injury and I'm not a medical man, but sometimes you can actually do more harm than good playing on. I look at El Nene this season. I'm sure there was, it might have been next season, but I'm sure it was this year. El Nene played, it came out, he played on an injury, and then he was out for a significant period of time. I'm pretty sure it was this year, but such is football, it moves fast, innit? So he's still moving a bit gingerly. Still, he's playing passes in that, but he's moving a bit hurt. Wilson, I can't lie. One thing I like about Callum Wilson is his ability to win fouls. Very experienced striker. I'm not going to lie. I think that's a bit of a harsh yellow for Romero, but that's probably a totting up process. And to be fair, you know what? I missed that. He's absolutely yanked Callum Wilson down to the ground. Bentancur missed badly, glued the team. Bentancur's been missed because he can actually pass the ball, but Bentancur in, they still lose 6-1. And Sarr's coming off now for Lascelles. He tried to soldier it. I think Eddie Howe and the medical staff reckon he needs saving from himself. Let's just accept whatever's gone on with you and keep it moving. Kane is coming to United in the summer. What is this? Tottenham Hotspur losing? You can't be surprised. This is lovely. This is beautiful. Hopefully Brighton can do a job in the next game. I don't think they will, but yeah. Smash the like button, people, and don't forget we go live to watch Brighton Man United. Speaking, you know what? There's been goals. There's been goals galore because Bournemouth West Ham has also been a good game. Fornals has scored in the 72nd minute. And it's West Ham 4, Bournemouth 0. Peak. Dan Burn. Ooh, I think that was more hopeful than anything's gone out of play. Peak. How long we got left? Just over 15 minutes, people. There'll probably be at least an extra 3, 4, 5 minutes. Because Sarr, had to get subbed. He was down for a minute and all of that. But one thing I've liked, I think the ref's done his job today. I think it's been a fairly free-flowing game. There ain't been too many stoppages. There's not been any major calls to make, but he's done it. As much as I criticize referees and stuff, I think you have to, like in life, you have to hail up people when they're doing their jobs, innit? Davison Sanchez, Romero, Dyer, Perisic, trying flicks when your team's 6-1 down. Don't make no sense. Do your job. Boy. This is absolutely lovely. Where is Spurs' Twitter account? It's time to start retweeting the score updates. Absolutely peak. Absolutely peak. I mean, this game is kind of ending a bit slow, naturally, but it started like a house on fire, man. I can't lie. If you've missed this game, I don't know, man. This is why the Premier League is one of the best games, one of the best leagues ever, man, really, because I'm sure Newcastle were confident of a win. I'm sure Spurs probably expected to lose, but 6-1. And counting, I don't know. Newcastle, please, man. 7, please. Boy, Newcastle hit them like a ton of bricks. They were on it from the off. On it from the off. And this is why I'm not a fan of social media, yeah, because again, anything can happen. I know the players didn't go out there from Spurs to lose, but these are the things that annoy me when Arsenal did. Final preparations ahead of Newcastle, Tottenham. And then you got slapped. Shut up, man. Pedro Puro, do you know what? He's shown, I can't lie, he's shown some effing character, if I'm honest. He's been crap, but at least you've tried. Kane said he scored. West Ham 4 against Bournemouth. Hail DG, hail up you lot, man. Some people used to say that Van Persie wouldn't play if he had a runny nose, and then some cats will play on with a fracture. It's true. And I do think some players don't want to play through injury, but I also think when players put themselves in the pain barrier all the time, you look at when Southampton drew against Arsenal, that is it Bednarek, medical staff of both teams saying, brother, you can't play, it's concussion, still playing. You know, if Jesus had his way, he probably would have returned from injury a lot sooner. But you got to save players for themselves sometimes. Free kick to Spurs. For now scored a scorpion kick. Big up yourself, Beanie Vibes. I'm loving this. Come on, Newcastle, man. Don't let them score again. Ref, there's a foul for Newcastle off the ball. How are we still playing on, ref? That Juma hype. Can't even say you've been a flop of a sign. You ain't been about. Højbjerg. Højbjerg's a good player, but you just shouldn't be playing this frequently. Newcastle deal with that threat. Come on, Gordon. Ooh, Gordon just said so. Newcastle counter-attack. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. It's 4 against 2. Come on. Joe Willett, get your head up, please. Please, I'm rooting for you. It was just about to be 7. Perisic denies us from 7 heaven. Gordon, Wilson. Joe Willett well in. I do think Joe Willock's developed his game at Newcastle, man. He's making decisions a lot better now in his play. Corner kick, come on, man. Dan Burn, Botman, Wilson, someone get their head on this. Good defending by Perisic. Just about 78 minutes too late and don't really mean much for your team's shit 6th. Not Spurs. Defensively sound Spurs. Proven winner, hype, power shift. Anthony Gordon. That was meaty. To be fair, it was a decent cross, but it's behind everyone. Joe Willett, bank it. I just wish St. Maximin was fit, man. That's the only thing that could have made this better. Just making man break dance. Gordon, Almarignon. Longstaff. Joe Linton, come on, cook him. Oh, hey, step overs from Gordon. That was meaty, Gordon. He's won a corner. Try him, man. Smash the like button if you haven't already, people. It's a fantastic game of football tonight. Man says Spurs smoke along. Big up yourself, Easy. I like that one. Nando's FC being cooked. On the Lord's Day, you know. Sunday and that. It's Eid as well. Newcastle have been ferocious. Hopefully, I need that 7. I need it. Gordon, that's a decent knock. Someone get their head on it. It's falling to Joe Linton. Ref, penalty now. In all honesty, it looked like it hit the chest of a Spurs lad. Son, stop crying. In fact, Son, I want to see you crying. They need to zoom in on Son. He's 100% going to start crying. Spurs, why are you surrounding the ref? They're bringing on Richarlison. It's too late for that. We're in April. You still ain't scored in the league, mate. Biggest highlight is pushing Ramsdale in the game you lost. Joe Linton kills me. Whoever that coach is, I know you're not listening to him. I wouldn't either. Newcastle, the only thing they've let me down is they're not going to get that goal, man. I don't think they're going to get the 7th. But other than that, brilliant, fellas. Brilliant. Look at this guy, man. Lascelles, Danjuma down. Do you know, he's probably just wasting time. But you're delaying the inevitable. What actually happened to him? Did he actually get injured? To be fair, Joe Linton's kind of caught him. Fair enough. That does look a bit painful, I'm not going to lie. Pardon me. Probably does it himself. Well in, Joe Linton. Arguably, you know, I don't know who would you say is man of the match. I think Joe Linton has a shout to be Newcastle. A couple players. I think Joe Linton's got a big shout to be man of the match. I'll probably give it to him. Wait. Danjuma, just we get it. You barely play for Spurs. You want to get them pictures and that. You want the Sky Sports cameras. Look at the Spurs fans stressed. Look at him. My man's with his granddad stressed. Young and old, generational Spurs pain here. Love it. And you're a young boy. You got years of this. Right, look at that dad smiling through the page, just looking at his son. I almost felt sorry for you until I saw the shirt. Boy. This is lovely stuff. Richarlison coming on. To be fair, you have to wonder, you know, why is it taking so long to bring on Richarlison, if anything? Because what can you really salvage from this, really and truly? It's peak. 8 minutes left. Some people shamelessly called Richarlison during the World Cup R9, saying he's better than Jesus. To be fair, Richarlison's quite good for Brazil, but keep it up, innit? Keep it up. His son coming off Butler. Surprised you're not crying yet, lad. Richarlison on for Son Heung-min. Great player. Should we buy St. Maximin? He's going to cost too much. And nah, I like him, but he's not refined enough for me. I man said DJ's Wimbledon started already. Oh, man. Let's see what you got, Richarlison. Romero, most overrated centre back in the Prem. I'm ready to run it. Davison Sanchez, it doesn't matter because, yeah, Joe Linton's my man of the match, man. You've been everywhere. Everyone's been good, but I think you really deserve it. Nick Pope. What was that? What did you see? Don't know why he done that, but it's giving straight back to Spurs. Pedro Pioro. Poor pass into Richarlison. Newcastle have it again. Come on, Newcastle. Just one more bit of quality, please. One more bit of quality in front of goal and we're really laughing. Please. Please. Lascelles. Longstaff. Man on. Man on. Don't lose it. Don't lose it, Menkio. Don't lose it. You see, you're not built for that. That's not a foul as well. You're lucky Newcastle still have possession. Not easy there. Too easy there, sorry. Spurs bosses. You're moving, man. What a spank. It's been a spanking. The only disappointment I would say if I'm Newcastle, you let them get one. Spurs have put up no fight. They've been better in the second half, but does that mean no one's going to care about that? You lost 6-1. It don't matter if you was good or bad in either half. You lost 6-1 in a must-win game or a game where it's arguably a 6-pointer with both teams fighting for Europe. And as much as Spurs have been poor of recent and their seasons are right off, bro, mathematically they're not that far out of the Champions League places. If I'm Liverpool, it's not impossible. It's improbable. I'm licking my lips. If I'm United, on Thursday, it's a chance to get one team away from our position. Bro, you got Liverpool and United next. It's not nice. Now, such is life. Spurs might very well win one of those two games, but who knows? That's never a free kick. You're looking for that long staff. Come on, sensible lads. Come on, we're taking foot off the gas here. Højbjerg's attempted to play Danjuma. Manquillo swept up. Joe Linton. Almiron. Not got too many options. Only really Gordon. He finds Joe Willock. Joe Willock into Anthony Gordon. Credit to Dan Burn for making the overlap. Gordon's played it to him. Come on, lad. Oh, he's found. Oh, this is. Oh, come on, Almiron. We needed a bit more quality there. We're in. Still got it. Come on, man. Let's get this 7th. Come on. Longstaff. Almiron. Joe Willock. Almiron. Dive. Hit the deck. Penalty thing. Still in Spurs' box. Manquillo's pull it in. I like the idea, but it's behind everybody. Dan Burn, it falls to. Score come like domino. I love it. Gordon, come on. Oh, did he try flip-flap, man? Anthony Gordon is trying to get highlights. Goal kick to Spurs, unfortunately. Shut up, poor old man. Why are you what's wrong with you? Shut up, man. Why are you giving Anthony Gordon verbal? He doesn't care, man. Shut up, man. Your team's losing, man. Shut up, man. Spurs have had 10 shots, 2 on target, 11 touches in the up box, 44% of the ball. Newcastle have had 24 shots, 8 on target, 36 touches in the up box, and 56%. And they have the 3 points, and they've won 6-1, or minimum they've scored 6 in it. Sure, Eddie Howe has been perfect, really. I'd say in terms of improvements, probably took their foot off the gas, probably could have scored more. My opinion, shouldn't have conceded. Too easy, but I'll describe it as a perfect performance. Showing everything Spurs have been lacking. Courage, listening to the manager, playing for the fans, playing for what's at stake this season, winning their individual battles, collectively, everybody standing up to be counted. Arguably, there is no man of the match. Everyone has to... Ooh, Wilson just sent someone shot. Arguably, there is no Newcastle man of the match. Everyone could have a shout. For me, I'll give it Richarlison, though. Anthony Gordon. Joe Willock with the cane rolls. Joe Willock over the top. Oi. It's been dealt with by Spurs. Dyer don't want it. Almironho, come on, be strong. Unlucky. Romero cuts it out, but it's falling to Lascelles. Spurs just can't keep the ball. And the majority of the game's been played. Second half, less so, but the majority of the game's been played in your half. Joe Willock. Never seen this level of technical ability from Joe Willock, man. I love it. Football heritage. Conte called it. Bro, Conte's chilling. Probably in some wavy part of Italy, in the mountains, with a nice cup of wine, saying, you lot thought I was the problem, yeah? Cool. Probably laughing with whoever that is. It Stellini? Probably laughing with him on the WhatsApp. I say give it Ryan Mason once again. Like, he knows the club, trust the process. You lot thought you're going to get Julian Nagelsmann and that. Credit to him. If you go there, you're going to collapse yourself. I'm peed, bro. I don't want to let them... Bro, anyhow you concede 7, it's an L. Joe Willock over the top. 6 is still peak, but 7 is... Whoa. Davinson Sanchez. I don't know what hurts Spurs fans most. The fact that they're losing, or like you're seeing some people in possession and they're, oh shit, like look at Joe Richarlison. That's a good ball, to be fair. Aye. Poke well in, because he almost told me to shut the hell up there. Dan Juma, take your hands off your head. It's not adapting. You're losing 6-1, bro. It's dead. You've done a lot. You know what? The subs have done a lot more than certain others. And to be honest, Newcastle are probably fortunate that hasn't resulted in a goal. We want 7. We want 10. Come on, lads, man. Willock suits Newcastle's style, running in bare space. Lovely. Dan Burn. I think you deserve a goal, man. Let's get a corner, lads. I do like Pedro Porro. I think he's a bit of a see you next Tuesday. Davinson Sanchez, what was that? Ref, that's ours. That's Newcastle's. It's a throw. It's gone out. Skipping that. Is this what your academy's producing? You can't even claim Kane. That's ours. It's like Watford as well. Shameless. Eric Dyer. You're only playing in the Prem because you came up in the Portuguese academy. You're mad media. I can't believe I ever used to like you. Plays given straight back to Joe Willock. Come on, lads. Come on. One bit of quality. Ooh, Joe Willock stepovers. Plays it for Gordon. Surely there's too much there. Emerson Royal. Sorry, Romero's gone back to Foster. To be fair, Fraser Foster's done a lot better than Hugo Lloris. Come on, boys. I'm not looking forward to Newcastle. Oh, Sky Sports agree with me. Joe Linton, man of the match. Come on, lads. Joe Willock sourcing. Ref, how many fouls is that? How many bites of the cherry? If you want to share, ask for it. Gordon, come on. Your hair's blonde. You have to do a madness. If you've got funky hairstyles, you have to do something. Joe Willock, you got assist. Gomares and Joe Linton, you've turned up. If you got the fancy hairstyles, you got to do something. Gordon's been all right. You need to score. Come on, Newcastle, please, man. We can get 7. Please. How long's added on? Please, man. Please. We're being too nice. Please. And I want the media to talk about Spurs like they will talk about Arsenal when they say, oh, is it all done? And this and that. In fact, it won't sell many headlines, really. The expectations of the club are different. Yes, Joe Linton just sent Højbjerg shop. Højbjerg still sliding rumours. Come on, boys. Almironho, come on. Please. We got this. Joe Willock, bang it. Oh, fuck. Come on. How long's been added on? Shut up, Fraser Forster, mate. You're losing 6-1, fella. What's the scores? Boys, 0-0. They're losing 6-1, but 0-0. They can still get back in this. This Stellini guy don't give a flying monkeys, man. I'm going at the end of the season. I don't give a crap about this. Sing Newcastle. I can't even have the commentary on, so I don't know what they're singing. I don't know the Newcastle chants, but let's keep singing, lads. Højbjerg, they have missed Bentancur, but even if they had Bentancur, they would have got sourced. To be fair, I think Skip's been one of their better players, but you're rocking up with these guys. Pope, are you going to come and collect that? Well in, Dan Burn. Ooh, burn. Okay. You scared me there. Come on, boys. Let's keep going. We got this. Almironho, come on. We're losing our discipline. We're doing unnecessary things, giving it to Dyer. Dyer's won a free kick for the first time in his life. Come on, boys, man. Keep the standards. This has got to be Newcastle result / performance of the season. Not that they haven't put in better performances or played well, but 6-1. It's got to be a highlight of the season. Romero. Eric Dyer. But this is lovely. The fact that Spurs are losing 6-1 and you're seeing the players they're trying to build up from the back with. Oh, it's fully an Oliver Twist thing. Love the op alongs. What a name, Nick. I'm a Tune fan. Love that you are saying that SARS and come on, lads. Hey, come on, man, Lord. Anyone that plays against Spurs, I'm with you for 90 minutes. And Newcastle's a big club. I've got a lot of time for you, lot. Just make sure you throw a bit more extra pounds on that teeny bit, though. Spurs fans look dejected. I wish I could go around and drink the tears, man. Please. Please. I love the dejection, the anguish, the anger. I love it. I love it. You lot got fucking cocks on your badge and you think you lot are serious. I mean, I'll never work for Spurs. Well, if they employed me, yeah, but I'm pretty sure they'll never. So can burn all them bridges. Fraser Forster, you've been better than Hugo Lloris. But Spurs have been knowing they need a keeper and a couple more. Come on, Newcastle. We're having a heart, man. There's no need for this. You think if the shoe was on the other foot, Spurs would do this? Come on, you need the 7. There's enough time. There's enough time. Ref, how long? Ref, how long is he taking over the throw-in? Davidson, Sanchez, Meady. Come on, boys. That's it. Wilson. Welling, Joe Linton. I love it. We've been savaging them today. Oh, Højbjerg's got out of that. That's too easy. Kane's on the attack. Oh, that's too easy. Where's the right back? Manquillo, where are you? Where? Oh, you're there. Fair enough. Welling, long stuff. Come on, boys. Let's go. Counter attack. Let's go. Anthony Gordon, you've just come on the pitch. Why aren't you flying forward? Go on, Manquillo. Come on, do it for the fullbacks. That's ours, ref. To be fair, both teams are probably knackered. Is that it? Well in Newcastle. Hopefully they've confirmed Champions League by the time we played and they let us off. Spurs are used to this. It's Spurs. Newcastle have been amazing. They started like a house on fire. Everyone's amazing. I think Joe Linton, is man of the match, but I don't think you can give a Newcastle player man of the match. Everyone was amazing. You know, Murphy and Izzat with 2 goals apiece. They were quality from start to finish. They did everything that Spurs wish they were doing. They were committed. They fought. They played for the fans. They played for the gaffer. They played for themselves. They listened to the game plan. When they smelt blood, they kept going in for the kill. Spurs just have been sliced, diced, jerked, paused, savaged, fried, everything, boiled, everything. And it's the latest of stinging results for Spurs. But they're used to this. They're used to disappointment. Well in Newcastle. What a mood raiser. You know, I know we drew on Friday and certain op fans were chatting nonsense about Arsenal, talking about bottling. As I said, you know what? If anyone's right to talk about bottling, it is Spurs. You know, they're the specialists in that. It's like a doctor. You go to as I said earlier, if a doctor is telling you something's wrong with you, you're going to listen to the professional. Spurs are professionals at this. So if they say Arsenal bottled anything, you know what? They're actually right. I just know if we had Jose or we had Conte, we'd have some trophies. I know both of them got trophies. I know when you go through all their honours lists, I know, unfortunately, their records have been tainted by being at a certain club. Newcastle, Welling. I am not looking forward to going to St. James's Park in a few weeks. Or it might even be next week, you know. No, I'm lying. It's 2 weeks. I'm disappointed Son's not crying. He's going to defo cry in the thingy, in the change rooms. I can't lie. Murphy gets goal of the game. Absolute screamer in the first half. There was no need for him to do that. The Spurs pack it's not even loud. It's meaty. This ain't special flavors. Spurs pack is always getting built. It's worse than Stardog. Not that I know about that. What is that? I hear you lot tweet that all the time. This is lovely. Will the Man United Brighton watch along be on the same stream? No. I should really, but I like to break it up for you lot. So yeah, I mean, after this, we're watching Brighton versus Man United. I can't guarantee the entertainment will be as much. You know, I don't nearly as much as hate Man United as much as Spurs. So may the best team win. I'd love for Brighton to win the FA Cup. Wouldn't like City or United to win it. Definitely United, because us and United are the most decorated when it comes to that trophy. And I'm a bit sour as an Arsenal fan that we're not even in the semi-finals, if I'm honest with you. Spurs are shameless. In fact, they're not even shameless. They're shameful. Utter disgrace. All of them Spurs players, you need to give the match fees to several charities connected to Spurs or, you know, causes around Spurs. You need to walk back. Quite frankly, you need to walk back. You need to walk back to London. When the game's done, you lot should have a training session at St. James's Park. You lot should walk home. Any Spurs fan still in that stadium, you're a better man than me. Because me, I know I'd be on the train back to London. No clue how long it takes, but I'll be back soon. Shout out to the Spurs fans that stayed, though. You're probably going to get back at like 3 in the morning. Find your nearest Weatherspoons. Hey, they're interviewing Murphy and Joe Willett. Hayland. Well, to be fair, 2 Haylanders scored today, and Harry Kane and Joe Willett. So it's lovely stuff. It's lovely stuff. It probably will be a United City. I better yet a Mancunian derby, a Manchester derby. Again, the only thing better than Spurs losing has been to enjoy it with you lot. Any Spurs fans that rock with me, I'm not sorry. It comes with it, innit? Don't hate the player, hate the game, but I appreciate the fact that you're here. Without you lot, the platform is dead. So big up to you lot on YouTube and Twitch. I'll see you lot in 35 minutes or so. Again, I don't even know when it's... 4:20, so I'm a bit wrong with the time. But nonetheless, I'll see you lot in a bit, man. You lot stay blessed, stay safe. If you didn't hear, Spurs 1, Newcastle 6. Newcastle 6, Spurs 1. Spurs 1, Newcastle 6. Newcastle 6, Spurs 1. Boy, one love.
Spurs does always use that active red light. Defenders, I think, it's like